I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Dude, we're being told to use our PTO because we're just banking it up so fast.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Ben?
They actually added personal days for our staff because being essential. I know it's shitty to not have work, but also being essential in finance where people are out of work and having a panic attack every day, it's not easy either.
Yeah.
So they're putting us in the.
Hang on. So just pause real quick. Let's figure this out so we can move on. So
I can do the 15th.
Cool. So Ben, are you good with a 12 o'clock, or would you need to work that morning at least?
I'll figure it out.
Well,
He's gonna be sick
just
that
let me
day.
know. How about that? Just let me know, and we'll try to work it.
If we're doing a long session, he can show up late.
Well, I'm just trying to get as many people together.
Fine.
You know? So
I'm throwing another option.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do on my side. I'll figure it out.
all right, just let me know.
No, dude, yeah, we can start at 3. We can go from 3 to 8. That's fine.
Yeah,
we can do a long session.
Cool. All right, and that's all I have. The greens that I have on there are the ones that I recommended just to kind of cut it down to like, okay, well, greens are good for me. The other days you can we can mix and match it because just in case one of y'all aren't available on that certain day, we can like change it to a different day. So that's what the oranges are on the schedule. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. All right.
1 second. I gotta do something real quick, like computer wise, and I'll be like 30 seconds.
I have to do something computer-wise.
He's like, I'm gonna
I'll
have
be back in 30.
Dude, you cut off like in the mid thing.
beautiful. It was so funny.
It's so
That's perfect.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be back in like it was just gone.
Yeah.
All right. So, who wants to give us a recap on what the hell's going on?
I mean-
what is going on?
Did we do much?
Somehow Mushi's alive.
My notes are literally 5 bullet points.
Yeah, because we literally
That whole last session was combat.
we literally sealed our fates because now Jared is going to absolutely murder us.
Murder us.
We killed 6 characters that this motherfucker wrote full backstories for.
No, we didn't.
We didn't kill him. 2 of them got
Okay,
away.
we killed a lot of them though.
Remember that.
Yeah, you
How many
asshole.
did we kill?
The
We killed
bot.
3 of them.
We're gonna come back with legendary armors and weapons.
We killed 3, right?
Abilities.
Poor Marley.
Right.
So is your best friend who we left in hell.
Also, it's not that fair because I know we all understand that he was running that many characters and was exhausted. At a certain point, he was like, "Wait, not that guy. Fuck it, whatever." He takes tip. He's like, it was not fair, dude. It was not fair.
It's part of it. No, the part that broke me. The part that broke me was when I finally got that spell and fucking Xanthar goes, "I'm gonna use luck," and it just
That was my favorite part. That was my favorite part.
fucking broke me.
Game 0 tone down.
Oh,
Look, it's
man.
broke the game.
Okay.
I mean, we've all watched
So-
Critical Role. We know that the party splits on this issue.
Yeah.
My issue is if he can use luck, why the fuck can I use an Unearthed Arcana? If he's gonna break the game, why can't we?
Game.
Luck's part of the game.
I'd be willing to concede Unearthed
It's in
Arcana.
there.
to
It's in
God.
there.
It's in the player's handbook.
Yeah.
Like if we could have one Unearthed Arcana spell equipped per like set of spells, I'd let God use whatever he wanted on us. I'm just saying.
Let God use. Okay.
Nope.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, no.
No, you told us that you told us you wouldn't use Unearthed Arcana because you didn't.
You're
want
just stoking that fire, man.
He
Why?
has way more options than we do.
Don't do it.
Did y'all see the new shit that they put out today for Dragonborn classes? It's fucking dope.
Oh, they also came up with Unearthed Arcana for rangers and monks too.
So we can use the classic use the spells. Or I guess can we open an Unearthed Arcana submission line to God where we're like, is this fair? Like, and maybe even make a
we
homebrew
can do
version
another-
of what we can have.
Do another one of those Q&A
Yeah,
thing.
because some
If
of it's
you-
just really cool.
Yeah, if there's a spell you want to use or something like that, send it my way, and we can definitely have that conversation. I just don't want to jump in here and all of a sudden like you're summoning like Leviathan from Final Fantasy VIII or some
Yeah.
bullshit like that. Like, what?
Also, he is getting the Tasha's Cauldron of Everything when it comes out. So
Is that where the new stuff is?
it'll be being sent his way the day it comes out. So
Well, man, I will use it.
Nice.
because I want to use the new. I want to check out the new spells and stuff. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
Yep.
So we're agreed. You got to submit them. If you use anything that's not a standard, anything that's in those two, you got to send it in.
Yeah,
And we would use like purchased content, like stuff from other source books.
Send it in.
Like-
I guess.
yeah,
Well,
like
we're
what, like Eberron or what? and
Like,
Morty?
I mean, there's other stuff like they added new races and spells and magic items for fuck, what's the newest one with all the Greek god shit?
Oh, Theros.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Rick and
absolutely.
Morty.
Yeah.
I have that one, and I have a couple other source books that give me additional spells.
Did you-
and stuff
Did you purchase the paperbacks or did you purchase them digitally?
digitally?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Share them with us, and I think we can all use them.
If the paperbacks came with a digital code, I totally would have. But
Right? Why don't they? That's stupid.
Yeah, you,
Because
should be
they're
able-
not
you can
part of
share
the
them once you
program.
buy them, right?
What?
You can share them once you buy them digitally, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So share
I
them
have
with me
my-
because I would love the Theros one.
I should have my stuff on auto share, but I'll go double check later.
Yeah. Okay. Then, yeah, just run it by me if it's something that's new, something that I don't expect, and I'll build a character to counter it, whatever it is.
Oh God.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to recap why we're here, what we're doing, what's going on?
It's his fault.
Who's?
I don't know. I just wanted to say
Just point at the screen.
that. Yeah.
Who wants to do it?
Oh God.
Let me speak for everyone when I say, "Whoops."
So
It is your
I can
fault?
tell you, last session I was supposed to die or something because I got down as almost got down to 0 twice. I can tell you.
Aren't you guys glad I'm a healer now? Did
Well-
back Andy.
We found. So we were traveling on the road. We found this party. We thought, we were going to have a merry old time, and it turned out that they have been hired by the Broken Eye, and basically had a hit out on us. And as soon as they realized that was us, it was like an awkward moment, and then we all started basically fighting.
For the record, does anybody remember what the bounty was on the party?
I didn't hear the bounty. That's what I was trying to get information from the guy, but he died
told me.
before I could.
200,000 gold.
Yeah.
200?
Bro, we should turn ourselves in, bust out.
I'm sorry. How much did
Oh,
you say?
let's get Shep to turn us in. He'll collect the bounty, and then we'll break
Dude,
out.
Shep is going to turn us in. We're going to break out, tear the whole system down, walk out with the money.
So we ended up killing most of them, but 2 of them did escape. I don't remember the names of them though that escaped. It was the wizard, or not the wizard, the whatever spellcaster guy is,
The bard escaped, and
and the bard.
I want to say it was a mage and a bard.
And there was
Yep.
the mage and the bard, yeah. And then Zan was knocked unconscious.
Can I say something? Because I was really confused about the end of it. Did we bed down, or did we start walking, or
We were
No,
in the camp. We were just in their camp.
Specifically, that we have not healed up or anything yet, and
okay?
That's right. So we ended last session post combat. Everybody's searching various tents, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Your party is up, but you have not healed yet. It is getting to be a little bit later in the evening, and you basically searched through the ruins, and that's exactly where you left off. So, does everybody hear the music right now?
No, I don't hear anything.
No. Check your volumes though.
I was testing my specs to make sure it would work, and it did.
Okay, do we hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay. I think my company blocked the API that goes to SoundCloud, which is where this music comes from. So I don't hear any music. If it stops, let me know. Okay?
Cool.
Otherwise, I'm just going to let it fucking roll. Okay, so we begin in the middle of the woods, a little bit off the beaten path, probably about a quarter of a mile, into a camp that was originally inhabited by a couple of vagrant vagabonds. They seem to have been there for at least a couple of nights. It's a pretty well set camp. There's tents, there's latrines, things that are dug in to where they weren't really in any type of hurry. You've gone through everything. You've kind of pilfered their funds, ransacked their business. It's towards the end of the night. A couple of you are hurting, a little bit low on spells. What are we doing?
Does anybody need to heal up?
Yeah, I can heal somebody if they need some
Definitely need
assistance.
some healing.
Well,
I feel like absolute shit.
Yeah.
well, I feel like just staying in this camp right at this moment could be dangerous. So perhaps we take a short rest together and everybody get their shit together, and we'll figure out whether we're going
Yeah.
to night or
Sounds like a good idea.
we don't really rest shortly very often. And I can play a song for you with a bit of magic and help everybody feel better while we rest.
Sounds good.
Perhaps while we rest, we should discuss some things.
Yes. First thing. Sorry. In my chipmunk brain, they seemed pretty chill. I didn't know that they were gonna,
They were calm until they had the epiphany of we were who they were coming after.
I realized that we need some sort of code word because I knew what was going on right away.
Well, it's exactly what I wanted to talk about, actually. I
Please.
believe we're pretty well equipped right now, and we've had our several firefights, but it seems that our enemies are only getting stronger, and we can only imagine if the Broken Eye has their eye out for us, then we must be careful going forward, right?
If
I
they
think-
find out that we killed those dragons and then these fucks this easily, I'm terrified of who they might send out first next.
So we
There's
have
no
to be
telling.
more-
So we need to be more tactical, if you understand. We each have our own strengths and abilities that we understand, and we need to be more tactical instead of just one for all and whoever you're nearest hit and attack.
I didn't realize it until he named off the description of us, but we might be the most recognizable group of people in the entire planet.
Perhaps, yes. We definitely do not
Not
stand
bad.
apart.
Except for
However-
Xandar, he's invisible. No one can see him anyway. But
For
other-
sure.
everyone else.
It's I
It's pretty much my fault.
I don't stick out.
While we're sitting here resting, by the way, let me
You
cast
can
my
change how you look function. I can't.
let me cast this real quick while we're doing it, so everybody can.
I could travel as an animal more.
You know,
I could change the way I look for sure.
we should also talk about how it is possible for Xanthar to keep coming back from the dead. This is amazing.
You must have an amazing deity or something that we're unaware of.
Yes. Has something changed, Xanthar?
Or he's a faker.
I feel like something has to be alive to be dead.
You know, when you put the
I,
knife between your arm and that, that basically.
Function, are you saying that I worship the Possum King?
What is the
Fake your dead.
I believe it's pronounced opossum.
Opossum?
What is a possum?
An
It's this.
Marsupial.
Oh. Can I pet you?
Hold on. I almost choked to death just now. Did Okabal say the word marsupial?
That's my sister's name, but we won't talk about that.
Your sister is a
Her name is
marsupial? My name-
Marsupial or her name is
Get
Possum?
Cannon.
I'm giving you too much taste.
Again,
Is your
worry
sister
about
a
that.
possum?
Look,
I'm very
I'm
confused.
bleeding out here, my guy. I just,
I got okay.
Does anyone need help? Does anyone
I got
need
it. I got
Alright.
it.
I do.
I'm no less delusional than any other.
So,
time.
anyways, can we all agree that we cannot kill everyone just because we can? In this instance, we should have at least kept someone alive. Luckily, 2 of them did get away, and maybe we can find them. But we need to be a little bit more tactical as far as
Why
going
would
through.
we need one alive? We got the information we needed.
yeah,
We need
how,
more information.
how are we gonna get their loot if they're alive? Duh.
There's other ways to get
All
loot.
of those things are valid points.
Hey,
What is the purpose of killing them?
Was
They
I don't
was
know.
to keep
They
him
were
alive.
paid to kill us. I didn't feel.
Yeah.
That's fine, but keep one alive and interrogate him. We can kill him after we get our information. And whether or not, whatever it is, I'm saying going
What you're
forward.
saying is that bloke that was unconscious, Okabar should not have stomped his head in on account of he couldn't move.
He could
Oh,
have
that's-
stumped his head in
yeah,
later
I
after
was
we've already
there.
talked to him, is what
Yes,
I'm saying.
Okabar, do us a favor. Next time someone is unconscious, wait till we ask them questions before you stomp the face off.
Or at least
He
in the
asked
middle of
Just
the
one.
battle.
One of them. Because I could, even if we got them pretty bad, we could heal one of them and get them back to talk.
No one has
Could we heal? Hold on. Could we heal one of them now?
anyone.
I mean, there's other things I can stomp. I can stomp a kneecap. You know, so it's not an unreasonable request. So I understand. So
Yes, feel free to bludgeon them, but not in a fatal way.
Another thing is we need to start working more as a team together. We seem to be kind of going on our own strengths and not working together. For instance, Zan and I believe it was Zan was off on his own that whole fight almost, which is
So-
probably why he ended up getting knocked out.
No, I was there. I was just a cat the whole time. And if I didn't get my ass kicked at the very beginning, I wouldn't have had to be a cat.
Yeah.
The worst fucking roll ever. Wait, no, that's not right. Sorry. Disregard that.
But again, perhaps we pay to each
One
other's
level
strengths.
So it should be 44. Let me roll this.
Wait, that's what the Disciple of Life is. It's an additional 5, right?
wait, but
Sorry?
do we need to if we're gonna rest? Wait, what are we doing?
No, we're short resting because we might not. I'm not decided that I think we should stay in this camp yet.
Hey,
So-
Xanthar, will you roll a wisdom saving throw?
All right, everyone can heal 14 plus. So while we're short resting, I do have a feat. We've never short rested before, so I've never used it. But I do have a thing called Song of Rest. So I will pull out my lute and I will just play while we're sitting, and everyone can add it. I'll roll a d6 that you can add to that 14 points that I just healed us all.
And I'm good.
You don't heal over, right? You just heal for
No, you don't. They're not. They're not.
temporary hit points or anything like
20?
that. Yeah.
18 total. Everyone can heal 18 hit points.
Oh yeah.
On top of whatever
14.
dice it does.
Or max out. Yeah. If,
Yeah,
no.
mine was just max.
Before we linger here any longer, I do want to point out that this place is this is a really nice camp. They've been here for several days.
Yeah, that's why I kind of want to stay here. But
But my question is, why, if they were looking for us, why stay here? Are they meeting someone here?
well, they clearly knew where to find us. They were really close, even though we somehow.
They probably have word where we were and waiting on the road for us.
You think they were waiting for us to come through the woods?
We know the Broken Eye has ears everywhere. They have probably heard some kind of rumor.
Well, I mean, that makes
Probably
sense.
a garden all around town.
That makes sense. So,
And we're not exactly inconspicuous when it comes to towns. And I look
So-
over at Okabar.
they did
I don't know what you're talking about.
wait for someone. It was just us, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm very
At you.
conspicuous.
bless you.
What does inconspicuous mean?
Remember how we taught you to look like other people?
Yes.
It's being you and the crowd of regular yous.
Subtle.
Sneaky, sneaky. Remember sneaky, sneaky?
I'm just gonna look like Okabar.
I think that is a lovely idea.
So
twin.
now there are two
So-
Okabars.
Hey, Xantha, super glad you didn't die. Happy to heal you. Sorry about the shoe thing. Didn't know it was a magic shoe.
So, are we all in agreement on working together from now on in these kind of battles as much as possible?
Maybe we have.
I
Perhaps
will
not
never.
killing everyone unless we want to kill everyone, that's fine. But if there is someone that may have knowledge,
Sounded
Of the
like
Broken
I
Eye.
wanted
See,
to kill
this
him.
is,
Right.
this is why in battle you always see me behind like a rock or behind cover. Because I get too aggressive when I'm in the heat of battle, especially if I get that low of on.
well, play to your strengths. That's all I'm saying.
You know,
You can play to your strengths. That's fine.
I
very
play to
strict.
what the shit we were dealing with at that moment. So
Just don't curb stomp everyone.
What is a curb?
Don't listen to them.
Xanthar, do you wish to resist?
No.
Okay.
Xanthar,
Resist what?
seriously.
Hey, God, you said we've already looted, right? And everything, we're all good.
So
Hold on,
everybody,
what? Wait,
We already
what?
looted everything at the end, right?
Yes, everything's been taken from the tent and the body.
All right, what time of day is it?
It's getting late night, probably 11, 12, 1, somewhere around there.
Okay.
So, does anyone think that they might come back? Oh,
I think we're okay to stay here if we want to rest. I am tapped out of my spells, at least on my higher level.
well, let's do watches, I guess.
You can. There's some other stuff that we also need to chat about. Speaking of which, that we found loot in this camp. Is there anything that particular anyone find of interest?
Yeah, I got a nice sword that I don't really need.
So perhaps we can see if who would be beneficial for this sword. What else? What else did we find in this? What else did we find in this loot?
Talvin, can you play wind instruments?
Yeah.
Well, I've got something that you.
Technically, that's a wind instrument.
I got a club that's, a little stronger than your normal club. I imagine it has some magic in it.
Hold on, did you find an instrument?
I
Yep.
did.
Can I see it?
Yeah. And I'm gonna hand you over these pipes of haunting, which I will just display for everybody.
I found. I mean, God, you said I recognize them. The beads I found are the same kind of beads that he has on his chain, right?
That's correct.
I'll literally just be like, check what I found, to just drop them in your hand. They're,
And so I just want everybody to understand, I do have a large bag of holding if you don't want to carry your items. I obviously will not use them, but I can at least carry them for us. That way you're not over encumbered or, obviously overwhelmed with what you have. Might make distribution easier.
Also, did y'all find anything in the tomb that we searched? Me and Tau only found a bunch of 3s.
Threes.
Nobody found anything. Not one thing in that place.
I found.
That club that I just said. Wait, was that there?
I
That's
believe Avery said he
all,
had a sword.
that's all you found.
And a sword.
I found a couple bottles of wine because you killed me, but Okabar and I have finished those off already.
I am sorry, Xanthar.
It's okay.
Nobody found anything at all. Not a thing.
I did not find anything. A little bit of gold.
Gold, no gems,
I
nothing.
found a rug.
Well, perhaps we should talk about at least distributing the items that we have found if we can't use them.
Trigger,
Maybe perhaps
did you see
some strengths.
Did you see the chat?
Oh, okay. Cool.
So those two things you can do with whatever. I'll remove them from mine.
also,
Wait,
an
who has,
abundance of
Hagar
magical.
still has the bag?
I still have the bag, yeah.
Okay. I was
If somebody wishes to use a magical item that's not being used within our group, I feel like it's within their right to use it. But
Perhaps.
we
yeah.
can certainly also trade enchanted items or sell them to be. So there's some ideas I have that I think I'm gonna, when we get a chance, have some things made. So some of the enchanted items I have that I don't use, for instance, this sword, and I'll pull the sword that I took out of the necromantic dragon. This thing is bad fucking ass. I don't use it much. Everyone seems pretty flush on stabby weapons, so I'll likely trade this to whoever I get to enchant the item I want when we get somewhere where we can do that. But if someone did want to use it, I would certainly just let them use it instead.
What does that stabby weapon do?
I mean, it's a long sword. Here, I can throw it up.
But no one found any gems or
I did find a gem, but I
Tons
did
of
give that
fucking
to...
gold in the tomb. No one at all. Nope. Nope.
Function, we'll talk about this later, but
I have the...
nothing of serious interest.
Insight check.
We
You can't insight check when you're being super meta. Either be meta or play the game.
say, yeah.
You can roll. Go ahead and roll.
No, I'm just messing around. I actually thought he forgot.
He's a character who's obsessed with gold. Him not sharing gold with us is his character.
It's like the first thing I did.
I thought
He
he
did
forgot.
give you gold. He just didn't give you all of it.
No, I thought he forgot.
It's okay.
We know, Aviary, you found a weapon, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then, who else found a weapon?
I found 2 weapons: the Giant Slayer scimitar, and then I found the badass ruby sword.
Okay. Long sword of sharpness. That's it? That's the only weapons we found?
No, I got this thing.
You found a club.
That's what it was. Okay. I thought we had like another mace.
Oh, I
In
got
the morning around breakfast, I can let you know, if you all wish to, if there's anything that you found that you think might be magical in some way, I can identify it for you. So
Hey.
just know if you ever find anything and you're not not quite sure what it is, I could give it a look for you.
Hey, Okabar, I got a bundle of these if you want them.
Wait,
Does anybody want to carry this sword of sharpness? I put
Yes.
it up in the.
I will take it.
Okay, I want it back potentially, but I'm not going to equip it at the moment.
Wait, I can use it.
Yeah, it's like a party thing, but like I said,
No,
have-
I can use it. Are you giving it to me or no? Otherwise,
Well,
just keep it.
yeah.
No, if you need it, that's fine. But
No, I'm not going to use it. I might sell it or trade it because it's
I'll
valuable.
tell you what. If you do need it back, just let me know and I can give it back to you.
That's what I mean. We're together. I'm not going to fight with it. Take it. If I end up needing the worth of it or needing using it, I'll let you know.
Definitely.
I mean, I was going to put it in the bag of holding until we got to a city where I could have it properly examined anyway, because I'm not going to use it. But if you want to carry it around in the meantime, I don't know. Have you ever used a weapon like this before? Don't you?
know.
Don't
And
you?
I start swinging it around.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
If I'll hand function my long sword of sharpness.
Okay. Yep. Function. You are proficient with martial weapons, right?
And I'm gonna go ahead and
That thing is, if you roll that weapon is a crit monster. If you crit with that sword, then whoever you hit is good.
oh shit, yeah, damn.
He's really sounding like God right now.
Well, and if that's the case,
I just
I've
don't.
only crit like twice in the
I
history. of
really
that
prefer
game.
to not get close enough to use a sword. To be quite honest with you, so this flute thing, I feel like I'm gonna spend some time with this and figure out what the fuck it is. But I'm not gonna. I don't like getting close enough to people to stab them. If you know what I'm saying. Prefer to stand at a distance and make sure y'all don't die.
And then, let's see.
Oh,
Alright, I got that
one more
big
thing.
lunchbox.
Has everybody got all the things out? Anybody else?
But I'm gonna give Okabar those arrows +2. There's 8 of them.
Oh, +2? Fuck, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I might have made a slight miscalculation a while ago.
Does anyone need? I have an extra set of leather armor too that I found.
I've got my.
Does anybody want? I've got a large crossbow, and I also still have some of the those beads that Zan gave me. I can't use those, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay, so who wants these beads? Because Zan gave me 4 of them.
We
They
can-
have to go back on a cord.
yeah,
Okay.
well, I found some too. Somebody who was here had them, but I gave them to Zan because they have to go.
Okay, Zan, I'm giving you back your 4 beads then.
Pragon.
He's got the only cord.
Hey, was there
Specific or does string work?
were there a couple light crossbows floating around?
I have one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just gave one to Pragar to put in the bag of holding.
Hey, is that long sword of sharpness and beyond?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
And then is there another? Let's see. Avia, you said you had another sword.
Oh yeah, you can.
Are you
have
holding?
You can have that one too if you want.
What is that one called?
Oh, I forgot. I have the card somewhere.
Okay.
There we go. It's called the Liching Flamberg. Or
That's not in D&D Beyond, right? That's
no,
That's custom, yeah.
okay. Cool.
unless he added it yet.
Okay, that's fine. I got it right here. All right.
And
Who-
also, God, how does attunement work?
You can be attuned to 3 items.
Yeah, but how
Long-
do you have to sleep with it?
It takes a
long
long
rest.
rest. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Perfect.
do you have to attune with the swords too?
The sword of sharpness needs to be attuned. Yeah.
Yes, your flamberge needs to be attuned as well.
All right.
It does not say that.
It was 8 arrows, Aviary, I believe.
Yes, 8.
Okay.
8 plus 2 arrows.
So since we have some items that we want to attune, do we want to take advantage of this camp and rest here?
Is anybody else? Good. I've got.
I have a giant scimitar if anyone's interested.
Hey, Prager, I'm going to give you the leather to put in your bag as well.
Leather?
Yeah, just that regular leather armor.
Leather armor. Okay.
Hey guys, by the way, you sounded kind of echoey. Like,
Like you're in a
Okay.
tunnel.
Well, fuck me. Hold on.
No,
No,
I'm fine.
Better now.
He's dead.
It's better now.
Dead.
It's way better now.
He's alive, but he's dead.
You
I
killed God.
I bullied God to death.
I have some magic gloves if anyone needs them.
What did it do?
Booger.
Hey,
Booger.
What do they do?
Xanther, do you possibly want
Hold on.
this?
Let's reset mine.
What do these magic gloves do?
Well, they're very warm. They're multicolored. They're made of yarn, and they may cause embarrassment. That's not a magical effect; it's just a thing. But you
Can we
don't
have a
suffer
cursed
any.
item?
You don't suffer any penalty in cold weather as low as 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and decrease all cold damage by 1. And you can use an action to remove a failed death saving throw on a touch.
Nice.
And the target is stabilized.
Yes.
Doesn't really help me because I'm always dying.
I'm always dying. Does anyone need any health potions? I have 3 minor healers.
I'll
Guys,
take
I've
one.
designated new healer because I take the gloves.
You need one Okobar?
Yes.
Okay, you can put a lesser or whatever the lowest is in your inventory.
Yeah,
I've been-
bitch.
You guys noticed, but I've learned how to do that thing Function does, where he poof somewhere else. I don't know if anybody saw me do that.
Like what he did with me twice.
Yeah.
So
It's a lot of fun. I seriously took him straight to the bad guys running away. You should have seen their face, Tal. It was quite hilarious.
it's actually it's quite exhilarating. Your balls go way up. It's fine. It's really cool when you do
Oh.
it.
Balls.
Hey, Santa, on account of
Now you want to ask? Just ask it.
Whipping out, boys. Whipping out, boys.
we look at Okabar. Does he have his balls in his hand right now?
Yes, I do.
Okobar, roll a d20.
He's doing the wounded bird.
Okobar. Actually, roll 2d10. Roll 2d10.
Is God there? I don't see him.
I just hear
You don't
him.
hear me?
No,
I hear you, but I don't see you.
Yeah.
Roll 2d.
Okay, there you are.
A 10 and a 9.
A 10 and a 9.
They are out there.
Okay.
Does one hang more than another? Is that what that means?
Hold on. Okay. You look over and you see 2 of the largest testicles you've ever seen in your entire life. One weighing 9 pounds, one weighing 10.
Jesus Christ!
Hey, those.
That means he's gonna take off 19.
I'm gonna make eye contact with Pragar and just wink.
Okay.
Just put them away.
Do you want advantage on a persuasion roll, or what are you doing here?
I don't know. That's what I'm curious too. What are you doing?
No. Okay.
I'm
That's
going
all
for
that
more
happens.
intimidation, but that works.
Intimidation.
For the next
Hey.
30 seconds, you all have fear of Okobar.
You all
I'm
heard
not-
an elephant shrunk before,
I'm immune
right?
to fear. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna go ahead and cover Mushi's eyes. You can see these testicles.
Oh my god.
That seems fucked up.
Hey, I'm gonna say Talvin and Function. Make a perception check for me real quick.
Yeah, God, the sword doesn't say it needs attunement, but it does.
Yes, it does. I'm sorry, I probably didn't put that in there.
That's fine.
Do y'all see me now?
I see you and hear you, and you sound good. Look good too.
I'd like to hear.
You look like a Desert.
Listen, I can see everything.
Hey, Xandar, it got covered up, but I will take those gloves since I can bam fan and save somebody's life if I need to.
Cool. I'll send you a picture of the card, and then I'll give it to you next time I see you.
Since we're sharing items and things, 2 things quickly before we move on. Thing number 1, I stole a book from the satrap.
Functions.
And that's why the Broken Eye's after us.
It's every time I open it, there's like, I'll open it.
Okay.
Well, is there anything on the front page?
Just a giant number 3.
And then the next page is just a little 3 in the corner, right?
Little tiny 3. And you see now that there are small, like, slightly off-white 3s just in patterns throughout the rest of the book.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of 3s in here. And I cast a spell that I know that identifies things that are magic, and it worked for fuck all on this book. And also, one time I was looking at it and trying to figure out what it was about it, and looked up on the ceiling. There was a giant 3 painted on the ceiling in my room on a ship. So, yeah, that.
I've been seeing these 3s as well.
Really.
Is it because of you?
Oh.
Can I test something?
Yeah.
I wanted to see if I can do this.
I'll give it to
I
him.
think I will use it on, not the book, but you. And I touch his face, and I cast Remove Curse.
Okay.
Now he's gotta look that shit up.
Yep, let me make sure real quick.
Talvrin's whole appearance begins to change. He turns into a very small halfling. There's another halfling on top of there wearing a trench coat.
Yeah, the curse was to be a 6'1", silver-haired musical genius that looks like a fucking demigod.
Listen, Tal,
David Beckham walking around with silver hair.
if there is something that you have, I think I can pull it from you.
Are you sure? Because don't fuck with me, because some evil voodoo shit on me. Wait, I don't remember the cards, right?
I got both my hands. Both my hands are touching his face like this.
Talvrin, do you have any attuned items?
Never attuned to anything.
Just touching my face, just like
I did.
It comes up. Okay.
I have the ring, but it's not. I'm not attuned to it right now. I put it in my pack when Avier gave it back, and I just gave a sword that needed attunement, but I never attuned to it.
Okay, so everyone sees, like, right next to the fire that has already kind of gone down to a little bit of ashes, and everyone sees Function just, like, grab him, look like he's about to kiss him, and mutter a few arcane words. As he does so, some of the color from the tattoos snakes its way up his arm into his fingertips and bleeds out into Talvrin's face. You see his silvery hair, just for a second, his silvery hair goes a bright, vibrant green color and calms down to a copper. And then, Talvrin, this whole time you didn't realize it, but there's been this feeling of anxiety, of something looking over your shoulder, of something chasing you this whole time. It's been the strangest sensation, and as he touches you, it lifts, and you look at your book, and you see the little 3 right there go, just disappear in a puff of smoke.
Whoa.
Well, your hair turned green.
It's back to silver now.
Oh,
Yeah, he's back to normal.
amazing. Did it work? I don't know. I don't feel any different.
What did you do? What did you do?
Well, I have just been imagining that if I can dish it out, I can definitely take it away. Or at least, that's what I think I did. Did it work?
I mean, I feel pretty good.
And God, do I still the book? Does it Is the 3s are gone totally?
You see no 3s?
Mhm.
It's just blank pages.
Maybe it was you.
You think this book was cursed? Did you just take a curse off of me, or when I looked at the book, I did feel like
Maybe
the
not
magic
curse.
was coming from me, not from the book. That's what I get for stealing a book. I guess it was cursed. Thank you for the DM for the just for the record. What do Function's hands feel like on my face? Are they?
They're not as they're very cold. They're not soft at all. Not tender. He was handling you like a meat patty.
My jaw hurts.
Your cheeks are a little rosy.
Well, thank you, Function. I guess that takes care of that. I did say 2 things though. I also stole something else that seems to probably been a bad idea, and I'll just like kick my backpack that's sitting in front of me, and just let the bricks of dinner resin, a pound each, 10 of them, fall out of my backpack.
Okay. So as you're kicking that over, the book in your hand,
Are they
Talvin,
secluded?
yeah, this is right in front of the firelight. As you're doing that, Talvin, the book that you're holding in your hand, it's starting to smoke just ever so slightly. Starting to get a little bit warm.
Fuck.
This is weird. Hey, Function, do you want this book that I think cursed me before you uncursed me? Here, take it.
Yes.
Take it.
I love
Okay.
books.
All right, so you take it, and as you take it, you begin to go hold. He's looking down at the book just with this enamored gaze. Everyone who's in front of him, looking at him doing this, you see the bottom of the book just start to turn this vibrant red, and then it burns away, and this liquid-esque substance falls to the ground. Just not a whole lot, just a
It's
little bit.
Function's nightmare. I just gave him a magical book, and it just turned into lava in his hand.
It's turning into magma, and it's just melted. The book itself is now just engulfed in flames. Folks,
can
it's in there
not
holding. It's not a whole lot. It's only maybe a few cupfuls, but it is still magma coming through a book. So just fall on the ground, catching a few of the blades on fire in the area.
I have been given the curse.
The book itself just disintegrates and falls into ash.
Sorry.
And Function, as you were holding the book, you begin to hear this scream, this otherworldly yell that it's trying to reach out to you. It's trying to offer you something, to some incentive to save its life, but nothing can be done. And as the book falls apart and falls to the ground, the voice goes silent, and the curse is now officially lifted.
Well, that was close.
Wow.
I killed it.
How do you feel?
Me?
No,
I feel-
Function. What just happened?
I feel great.
I murdered this book.
I think that book was evil.
Everything I touch dies. Except for you, Tal.
Well,
I am
perhaps it was evil and you vanquished it.
I was literally about to say you just touched my face, so hopefully that's not true.
Yeah, you do notice that some of the grass blades that are on fire, the fire's kind of getting closer to the bricks of dinner resin that are just sitting there.
I will take first watch, and I'm very sad, and I just walk off.
I will pick up
Up the desert dinner
I'll
resin.
pick up the dinner resin and put it back in my bag.
Okay.
Does anybody know how much a pound of dinner resin is worth?
Didn't we ask that gnome a long time ago?
We did ask somebody.
Depends on the market.
Yeah, it was that black market.
Say on average.
620 gold. No, I'm just kidding.
DM, can you remind us? I'm sure we have it written down.
I mean, roll a history check.
No.
I'll do it.
You had me roll a check the first time when I asked you if I knew how much it would cost, and you said yes. I just don't have my note. I can go through my notebook if you want. Or I can roll a history check, like you said.
I'll have to look it up, so that's why I'm making you roll.
I can look it up too, but
It's a lot.
lot.
It's a lot. It's quite a bit. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, we've got plans and we need money. I'm not saying that this is the best way to go about it, but
Was it No Depot? Was that where we found it?
I took it from the cave where that black dragon was, where we first met the first one.
No, I'm asking, didn't we ask the guy at Gnome Depot the cost of dinner resin?
I asked God in the cave if I would know how much.
Oh, in the cave.
Roll for it.
And it depends. It depends on, are you selling a brick wholesale to a distributor? Are you distributing it yourself? How are you chopping this up? But it's a lot. You knew that the small amounts is like just a little bit to put inside your gums. That sells for upwards of 25 gold. And that's just a little bit that you take off. So
A dip amount?
it's heroin. Mhm.
It would be cheaper to sell in bulk, but it's like 25 or 30 gold just for a pinch of this stuff in the right place.
Wow.
And again, I'm not saying it's the best way to go about gold, but we have things that we've decided we're going to do as a group, and if we
Didn't we try to sell drugs?
Hold on, guys.
Ago?
Hold on.
Yes,
Sorry, what'd you say?
Would I know whether the City of Leaves would be a good place to sell that, or it would be like an extra bad place to sell that?
a place like they won't murder us for having it.
Oh, you guys have dinner resin?
Every large city has its underbelly. Some places are more enforced, where the price of it would be much higher. Some places are more laxed, where the price is, since it's more available, it would be lower. City of Leaves, it would probably sell for a very, very premium price because it is so policed by the Aspen Guard, which is the private police force of the people that take over the City of Leaves.
High risk, high reward, basically.
Now, I have a question. Is there a way to maybe weaponize the dinner resin?
I don't know. What could you do? Put it in a tea bag?
Put it on an arrow, a dagger, or some kind of blade, perhaps?
Well, it's like any illicit substance. If you poison someone with it and they react adversely, that could be good for us if they were our enemy, or bad. I don't know. Because I gassed the fucking mayor in that town.
Yeah,
and
putting it on fire.
True, but I wonder how beneficial it would be if we attack someone with it.
I feel like if you throw a vial of it into a fire like we did in the mayor's office, you certainly incapacitate an entire group of people that we otherwise might have to murder.
All you have to do is throw it, and then I can light it on fire, or somebody else can.
Right, but then the dragons took it, and it didn't knock them out. It just made them fucking crazy and harder to kill. It seems like.
Well, you saw what happened to the white when I drugged him.
Yes, we do. We know. We all were there. We know that one.
Let's just ask
Josh just realized how many people in our group have poisoned somebody.
But you had to make him eat it. He had to consume that
No
one.
one knows I poisoned anybody. Still.
I hate to be the
Ring a bell?
No one knew that except him.
I know.
Me and God.
But yeah.
Apparently. All right.
I hate to be the voice of reason here, but what kind of fucked up human intentionally turns another person into a crackhead? Like, I'll kill a person, like, that's fine, like, they probably deserved it, but like,
right,
forcing them to become
there's no
relying upon a substance for the rest of
there's no balance there.
It's a designer of recreational drug. It's actually,
What's the point?
I will say that I think if we dropped it down a chimney, it would probably clear the building out.
Worth more than gold. It might literally be worth more than its weight in gold. And I'm sorry, I got a bit greedy, and I may have taken 10 pounds of it.
Hey, while we're talking about drugs, and I reach into my bag and I pull out the fact that I still have 9 gazer shards.
You gonna throw that out there?
What happens when we mix it with the other
Well, I'm not gonna throw them. I'm just gonna be like, I still have 9 of these.
Uppers and downers.
What happens when we mix it with
party, baby.
Hold on to
this, is
dinner.
this is the kind of camping we're doing.
Oh.
How
You got D&D cheese on
In the
hand.
middle of
Yeah.
interdimensional travel right here, baby.
In the middle of the fucking forest right now, around a campfire.
It's like that witches episode. That part.
You guys, instead of worrying about these dragons, let's just chill.
Yeah, let's just chill, guys. Do y'all want to take a watch?
Let's
What,
just
did you
chase
hear
the
that?
dragon.
What was that noise?
I'm already on watch. And I just shout, we also have money coming to Zan's
Estate.
hometown.
Oh yeah.
So, Function, you're just yelling this in the middle of the forest after those two people just ran off?
No,
So,
I'm like a rock away. But I'm like sulking because I did destroy a book.
So can I stay up on watch with Function or have
I would-
somebody else?
I was going to ask to be on first, but if you want to be on first.
Are we doing a long watch? Is that what a long rest, I mean?
Please.
Yeah, we
What?
need to do a long rest.
Okay. So after the relief of combat and the coming down of adrenaline and lots of laughs, the group finally kind of beds down a little bit for a much-deserved rest. First watch is Function and Okabar. I need you to roll perception checks for me, please.
You asked me to do that a minute ago, and I rolled a 22. Does that count? It's still on the board.
That was for,
Yes.
Did that happen? Or are we retconning that? I know we jabbered.
It's not for this. It was for something else, but the moment passed. Don't worry about it.
it was for Okabar's balls.
Not dying, are they?
I've seen his balls. I think.
That's what that perception.
Right. Okay.
So, since we haven't rested, so I haven't rested yet, so I still have my spell slots and whatnot, right? You can use
Yeah.
that without.
You don't have your spell slots back yet since you have not rested.
Okay.
That's
Well, I mean,
damn-
I'm sorry. I haven't. Yeah, I'm not trying to use them up after I rested, basically.
Yeah, so if you want to use one now, you will regain it when you rest.
How does that work with Second Watch, God?
Second watch, it's basically an 8-hour rest that's divided up between two. You don't regain any spells until your 8 hours are up. So only the third watch will have full spells. Gotcha. Okay.
Since
Just to start off the shift. Prime.
Okay, so Okabar, you come over to the lava that had, I guess, magma that had fallen down and cooled. And you reach down, you take a little bit of the ash, and you taste it. You close your eyes, and the forest becomes vibrant and alive to you. Within miles and miles, since you are in a forest, which is your natural terrain, up to 6 miles, you detect the smallest amount of necromancy, of undead. But other than that, skeletons, dragons, elementals, you sense nothing else.
Okay.
What does that taste like, Okabar?
Nothing to be seriously concerned about. I don't know. Maybe a hint of necromancer, but nothing to be concerned of. You know.
Wait.
That's what I can tell from the dirt.
Did you just say that the dirt tasted like necromancer?
It tastes like a lot of things when you're in my field and with my background.
Oh, you're here. Look at that.
Yeah. I never fall asleep quickly.
Anyways, so I'm gonna turn to Function. It's like, all right, you blabbermouth. Let's talk about the fucking gold.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was some fucking gold in the fucking
Am I
cave.
there? Technically, one watch has to be 3 people, right? Or somebody sleeps all night.
Minimum 2, right? Oh,
I only have to meditate for 4 hours to get a long rest, so I'll hang out.
Are we all staying awake?
Bitch, like no, like
No, this is first watch. It's Function and Okabar.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of y'all have gone to bed. These two are having a conversation that's off to the side that can't be heard by the rest of the party.
Got it.
Yes, Okabar.
So this gold.
Mute that shit.
I found a couple. I found a coin or two, you can say. But
How much?
look, I was kind of drunk before I counted it, but somehow I have like 1,700 gold, but nah.
1,700.
Yeah, I think that's the one with like 2 zeros behind the 17, right?
I think so.
I mean,
Yes.
Mr. Accountant.
I am not an
Right up.
For financial advisors, not accountants, you fuck. We told you this before.
Would I remember? That's the better question.
That was real life, Oscar.
Yes, but I am. Function is the accountant.
Yeah,
you
no,
are,
he is the accountant. That's the fucking.
You're right. Sure. Oh, so yes, that is 2 zeros behind the 17.
Okay, so divide that by
Did
2
you-
and carry the 14. Here's 500 gold.
Divided by 2, carry the 14. What's the 14 for?
My attack.
Pokebar, make a deception check for me.
I
He
mean,
said
he
taxes.
didn't ask for it.
He's said taxes.
Oh, it's so stupid. I'm gonna make you have to roll for it somehow. He's not just gonna pass it off.
Oh goddamn! Like my first good roll.
Function. He honestly thinks that this is actual good, correct math. But however, your just precision, detail-oriented mind picks up. This is bullshit.
Are you gonna take the gold?
Actually, I will take it if you need to keep the rest, Okabar. But half, I'm not sure what carry the 14 means. But if you did say half, that would be 850.
But that was
If you
before the
carry
carrying.
14, I'm guessing we're adding the 14, so that'd be 864. But
The tax, though. The tax, my friend. But here you go. That's not this. We'll count it later.
sure. I will take this, Okabar. Thank you.
Okay.
Did you need the rest?
Can I try to give him 490 gold instead of?
Make a sleight of hand check. See if you can't like count it up and like bring it back in your hand.
God, no.
The F. What? Why do you?
I don't know why it has a.
He has advantage on sleight of hand, I guess.
Why would you have advantage on something?
I don't know. I rolled a nat 20. Though. Did it say that? What did I
For the second? Well, the first roll was a 10.
One was a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the first one was a 10. I'm gonna say it was. What was this? I want to say it.
Oh,
Function, you see him.
There's in case I had I'm sorry, that was a condition I had or something, a disadvantage I had at one point that it still hasn't taken off. So.
Okay.
It shows 2 versions of it.
Okay, so it was a 17. I'm going to say that wasn't quite enough to where you stop giving gold and you still have it in your hand and you look at Function just awkwardly. And he still has his hand out just really awkwardly. And then you continue to dish it out and you eventually give him all the gold because he's very obvious. It's very obvious that you were trying to stall.
Yeah.
Okabar,
Yeah.
how much money do you have?
Give or take 100. Yes.
100.
From what I said. After the 14.
So you have 1,500?
I peek into my pocket or whatever, my coin purse.
And with that, you hear a lot of movement.
So I gave you 500, right? So I guess like 1,000.
So you have 1,000 total gold.
I mean, around there. I mean, do you want me to count every single gold right now? I can throw them out there right now if you really like.
No, Okabar. This is fine. If you need to keep it, I will let you. We are friends. And I support you in anything you do.
I'm gonna start like scratching my arms because I'm missing gold.
All right.
And I'm like, so what do you do with this coin?
Well, I save it. And sometimes distribute it back to you for a payment.
Mm-hmm.
But I cannot do that if people are...
I mean, when's the last time someone's given you 500 gold? Just of our group members. I'm just...
It was actually you.
You know, it's you know, and this
So
is
I
why we're friends.
I trust you implicitly, Okabar. So,
Would you like a
whatever-
rock?
We are over rocks. I have figured that out. Ha ha! Ha ha ha!
Well, that makes one of us. And I'm gonna start getting ready to go to bed, right? Because is it?
You're like 5 minutes into your watch. No problem.
No, okay. Okay. I thought
No,
that coin
that's-
interaction would be at least 10.
The rest of your watch goes pretty uneventful. 4 hours in. Your perceptions were. You hear this. You hear sobbing. You hear like a. And it takes you a minute to find it, but they're up in a tree. You see this female squirrel that is just crying her eyes out. Lost her love. But other than that, your thank you. Your watch is fairly uneventful. Well, we're gonna change it here. All right. So you begin to wait the next two. Who are the next two at the watch? Who has the middle watch?
Me.
Aviary and anyone else? Xanthar. Gotcha. Okay, I need you two to roll a perception check. Wait, please.
Also, everyone add 400 gold to their purse. Personal.
Everyone.
Everyone. Even you, Okabar.
Taxes. And that's why I just say under my breath.
Okay.
After all that complaining to Okabar, he gives you 500 and you give him 400 back?
Well, I have a system that I work once I get money.
Roses, rose.
If the system doesn't, or people don't give me the money, I can't do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you don't let him do the thing that he already decided he'll do, he'll malfunction on us.
You sound like Bernie Sanders. Okay. So the perception. Pay your fair share. The rest of the night goes along. You do notice that there is what appears to be a storm brewing to the east. You can see fairly distant off. It's not like starting just yet, but it looks like there's a lot of thunder, lightning. It kind of takes most of your watch just watching that. Other than that, you don't really hear a whole lot. You don't see a whole lot. You do hear the weeping of a sad squirrel, but she'll get over it with enough hazelnut, I guess. The end of your watch comes to a close. And that leaves Pragar Talvern for the very last.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll your perception checks for me, please.
Natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted a natural 20 on, really.
Yeah. Way to go.
Oh.
Let's see if I can roll a natural 1 and just counteract your 20.
Oh my gosh. That's close.
No.
That was close.
11 is not close to a 1.
No, I saw it as a 1.
It was next to it.
So,
Plus 2.
the two of you are treated to a wonderful lightning show throughout the evening as everyone else is, sleeping, snoring, staring, whatever they're doing. Pragar, you do see through some of the trees as the slope goes down from the trees down into what is a part of the ocean of grass. It's a large plain that just extends as far as the eye can see. There are some lightning flashes, and you're able to see what looks like a large tower of some type. It's very, very far away. We're talking like New Mexico vision distance. But you do see what looks to be a tower off in the distance, and you assume that that's probably Nifir's Point, probably a day and a half away, if you were to travel there directly.
I can see Nephew's post from here. I think. Seems like there's a tower in the distance.
Is that what that is? I thought it was. I don't know what it is.
Perhaps. Seems further away than I thought.
If you can see it, is it? I mean, unless we're on flatland, I guess. I don't know anything about where we are.
How do you feel?
I feel surprisingly good.
Well,
I had like an existential experience, followed by a curse being lifted off me. So I'm fucking.
Can I ask?
Process has been solid for going on 12 hours now, and I'm very happy about it.
Can I ask what made you want to pledge to Thamus?
I mean,
something I've been meaning to talk to you about, but haven't had really the chance.
I don't know. I guess I've never been chosen for anything before, so. I don't know if you've noticed this about me, Pragar, but I'm very, very good at pretending that I'm important, and I've convinced a lot of people that I am. But,
you are very good at that.
Yeah. If there's one thing I am, it is good at that.
Perhaps.
I don't know, I've never... I mean, I bring it up all the time, and everyone kind of just chuckles, and we just ignore the fact that we followed a coin into an undercity where we met someone from my order who had dedicated a life to a very different version of what I thought I believed, followed by meeting that old woman that I'm pretty sure still that we might have killed. I don't know. I mean, the whole thing is just too much to not think that it's important. I've never believed in anything. I don't give a fuck about gods.
Yes, I actually came from the same kind of background. I didn't believe in gods or a higher power, but then something happened, and I believe it saved my life. And ever since, curiosity is the main thing, but I felt the presence of something higher, more powerful, and I decided to pledge towards it. And it's
don't your people believe in the Platinum Dragon?
Some do. There's different dragons and different gods.
So you didn't really.
Same thing as the chrome. The same thing as the colors that we have. We have.
Yeah,
the chromatics.
like the colors. Yeah.
Yes.
So you've never subscribed to all that?
No, my father was he was a general in the High Army. He was religious in some means. My mother, however, didn't really ever teach me and my siblings that.
So what was his religion then?
I believed to Bahamut. The Platinum.
Yeah.
Just as many in my clan have. It's just something that I always thought that there was something more important, something, nothing was pulling the strings for me exactly, that I was in charge of my own destiny, not some higher being, not something,
Is it strange to say that even though I've made this commitment, I feel now more in charge of my own destiny than I ever have been?
Well, that's the thing. I feel the exact same way ever since this coin came in my possession. And like I said, I pledged towards it, and it hasn't led me astray yet. But it did surprise me that I saw you take the same blessing, the same power. God is something that's very interesting. It doesn't seem to have a side of good or evil. I know the balance here is thrown around a lot, but it does seem that is the case. And our actions do have consequences depending on what we do.
That makes a lot of sense. As I do with most things, I kind of just felt drawn to what I did and irrationally made up my mind without really being able to explain it, but you sort of explained it for me.
Do you remember on the skyship in that fight that I was in? Or,
yes.
Rather function.
Yeah. Yes, I remember.
Well, it seems that there was a decision made that day whenever function spared the life we spared the life of that individual. A follower, Thamus, came for me. Do you remember the older man that was on our ship?
I thought that was like your uncle or something.
Yes, I really didn't know how to explain it, to be honest. He actually came to kill me. Yeah.
He tried to kill you.
He that's what
the old man.
He was sent. Yeah, he was sent to kill me.
By who?
By Thamus, by his following, because I did not follow the balance. I was actually supposed to take the life of that individual.
Wait, he came because you were supposed to kill that guy on the airship?
I was supposed to find the balance, yes, and kill that person, I guess. It's quite confusing, but when you're in the moment, I've kind of understood it a little bit more now. And that's why perhaps some lives are made to be spared, some are not. And I don't disagree with everyone that's, wants to fight and kill, like Ogobar or Zan or any of them.
Well, I do, to be honest.
Well, perhaps there's more method to the madness. But
I've actually, in all of our time together, I have yet to take anyone's life.
Well,
I'm not saying that I haven't contributed, certainly. And those dragons, that was a different thing. But I don't even think I hit any of those dragons. Other than maybe I healed a couple of people, I've seemed pretty useless in that fight.
Well, when you do get your first kill, let's talk about it. It's quite a proud moment.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that there's not something in me that wants certain people and a certain type of people to suffer the worst type of fate that they can. Trust me, there is hate in me, and that hate is fine with seeing certain people dead. But there is something about this Thamus that doesn't make me feel shame for that.
Yes, there's
something about
that way.
My hate and my chaos being just as important as my compassion and my healing. And I don't know, it just seemed too right. And if I'm going to use the power of a god and try to keep you all alive and support you while we do these things, I might as well go all in. So get as much. If a god's going to lend me power, then I might as well get as much as I can if it helps keep us alive.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I hope that the balance finds you, friend, and if you need anything, I am here. I am also still learning this process, and I understand it is a difficult one. But you start believing more the deeper you go.
Yeah. I feel like you said, the fact that we've chosen may bring consequences that the others might not face if they haven't made that decision.
Yes.
Don't talk about gods hardly at all. As far as I know, you're the only one that believes in religion. I think Aviary, his magic is from the earth, and Ogobar, I think he just worships money. I don't think he has a god.
Or booze, one or the other.
Who fucking knows? It might have been some terrifying shit. I have no idea.
Perhaps.
Anything about a god to you, or?
Not that I'm aware of. Everyone seems to be on the same page as far as following our influence.
I know his organization well. God, what I know about Xanthar's organization,
you would know very, very little. The only thing you do know is they're like the boogeyman.
Yeah, but it's never, I don't know, does it ever get talked about like it's a religious practice, or they just are that's just too vague?
It's never really affiliated with a religion. It's more of a like deep secret state type thing.
Yeah.
The deep state, if you will.
Yeah, he's never come off. Like I said, you're the only one that I've ever heard even pretend to be religious.
Well, I'm trying not to pretend more so now.
I don't think you're pretending. I think I did it first, but...
Well, perhaps we'll see what the Thamus has in store for you, friend.
Yeah, I hope so. I want to unwrap my hand and spend a few minutes like ritualistically casting a healing spell on the scarring on my hand, on my new healing symbol.
Okay. It seems that there's no like lasting damage to your hand, and I know you're trying to repair some of the.
Yeah, I'm not trying to heal it. I'm trying to create scar tissue that's not like infected or like grown. You know what I mean? Like a brand almost.
Yes.
Like a
Yeah.
Like sear.
Yeah, and you get the feeling that if it were a cosmetic fix, if you were trying to eliminate any type of scar tissue, you would be powerless to do so. But to remove infection, to remove any type of lingering damage, not an issue at all. Your hand is completely healed over, and it's completely scarred as if it's been there for years.
And when I channel my clerical arcana, it does it. I can channel it through that symbol on my hand like it was a physical holy symbol.
That's right.
Yeah. Pretty cool, huh? You should have seen your fucking face, by the way, when I picked up that coin to put it in my hand.
Yes, you're actually the first being I let hold the coin since I had it.
Well, it fucking hurt, just so you know. I don't know. This coin is obviously special to you. I mean, I'm. You know me, I'm into branding, literally, apparently.
Get the fuck out of here. So with that note, the fucking storm's coming up. Calvin, I'm giving you inspiration. That's a 1d10 inspiration.
Drop the mic.
Off the top of the dome, bitch.
Dude, that was good. That was not bad at all.
Oh my god.
That was good.
I get a d10?
Yeah. Yeah, you can use it before tomorrow.
Hilarious.
Or for the rest of the session. That was really good.
For tomorrow.
Sometimes it just comes to me.
Fucking shit. All right, so the rest of your watch goes fine. You don't run across. I'm not even real far. You don't even run across anything. The sun peaks over the crest. The sun peaks over the crest. Thank you. And the party wakes up refurbished. Pragar, you were able to point out the tower of Knife's Point. It is early morning. The fires have died down. Some of the tents have blown over, the ones that weren't used. Other than that, it is now your day. What do y'all want to do?
Let's hit the...
Shall we go ahead and make sure everyone's got their supplies, everything's ready? Let's hit the road.
Did anybody want to take me up on that offer to identify anything that you may have found while we walk? I'll give it back. If you're just curious to what something is.
Wonder what
Does it have to be a magic item? Does it have to be a magic item?
I'm gonna toss him the club.
Yeah, I mean, it's a...
Okay.
What?
Toss over the club.
Okay.
Does it seem magical at all, just based on my knowledge of Arcana?
Somewhat.
Yeah. And you've spent a long rest with it, so you know what it is. It's a club plus one.
Okay. This is a more ouchy than normal club. I'll throw it back to him. I don't even have to identify.
And then, God, I just did a long...
Find me.
God, I just did a longsword plus one for that sword.
I mean,
on D&D.
Okay.
I could try the spell on you and see what...
You said it.
Why not?
Alright.
I'll fill that in later.
Is it because it's yours?
Okay, what's our marching order?
Lead scout.
Let's get the scouts up front.
A's flying over us.
I am 10 feet away from...
He wants that.
I'll move towards the front too.
You want that plus 5.
Yeah. Creative and figure out, like, how to fuck me on that one.
Okabar, I need you to roll, and I need Aviary to roll perception checks for me, please. I'm sorry.
I'll say I'm in the
Aviary, roll a nature check for me, and Okabar, you roll perception. Okay, sorry.
I'll be in the middle, so I can try to get a few people in the aura.
Alright.
Wait, are we still in a forest?
You're exiting the forest. I'll say you are in a forest when you start off.
Okay.
So what does that mean? You get advantage for perception
Yeah.
checks, or is it just survival checks?
Your
think it's
proficiency,
perception.
its proficiency bonus is doubled. So
Oh,
Okay, so that just means that
it's a 12.
instead of a +1, it's a +2.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
12.
Even better.
Damn, I wish I had that. Plus 20 instead.
Get out of here. You can take a ranger. All right. So as the group travels through, they get closer and closer to Nifier's post. The grains and the endless sea, there as the waves of air and wind kind of sweep across, you can see why it gets the name. It basically makes ripples that look just like the ocean. It's an endless sea of nothing but small, long-grain grasses that are growing here. The land doesn't change very much. It's a little bit slower going at first, just because you're coming off and you're having to go around some shrubs and there's some ravines and some rocky terrain. But once you get going, the travel goes a lot faster, especially since you're all kind of walking. You don't have anything that's really weighing you down or that you're carrying too much. By the end of the day, towards the afternoon, you start to realize that you'll probably hit Nifier's post later, like 8 o'clock once the sun goes down. You all, that kind of enheartens the group, and you all make really good time as you're going. You don't see anything else. Okabar, you keep sneaking small sips from your flask, so you're not paying too much attention in the back. That's on brand. All right. Do y'all want to take a real quick pee break? Everybody good?
Yeah, I'm down.
Take a 10, a 5-10. 5-10er.
I got 5 on it.
5 minutes. Go.
Okay.
Smoking on that Indo weed. I got 5 on it.
Let's start going to commercial music.
I'm just saying, Jamie Foxx on the Jamie Foxx Show and Uncle Jesse on Full House both professionally wrote commercial jingles, and I feel like that the sitcoms in the 90s highly overemphasized how easily you could be a commercial for
Yeah.
Yep.
Because our D&D group could all just quit our jobs and write commercial jingles if it was as easy as they make it to seem. Apparently, all you have to do is have a keyboard.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll pee.
Hey, Prego.
Hello.
Just so you know, this has been another day that has passed on the calendar.
Got it. Thanks.
What day do you have?
I'll tell you in a second.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I find my binder.
Hey, DM, can you remind me what this card I stole is?
What the what?
What is this? I forgot what this card I stole is from.
The card?
Yeah.
What card did you steal?
I ended up stealing it from Okabar. I don't remember where he got it. I don't remember what it was from. Trying to remember what this playing card is for.
You have a... Oh, dude, yeah, we were messing around. The one above,
Okay.
like, actually in roll 20?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't think that's a real card. No, we were pulling that out when we were messing with something. That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh man, I know not everybody likes IPAs, but I'm drinking this thing called Confused Therapist.
That's the rapist.
The rapist.
You confused the rapist by pulling out your dick. I like it.
Yes.
Or in Okabar's case, is bald.
Alright.
Talk about the fact that Okabar has the most severe case of testicular cancer that I have ever seen.
She's got elephantitis, my baby.
As
I'm gonna
as someone who had the nickname of Taters in college, I resemble that remark. Thank you.
You should get your prostate checked, buddy.
My stripper name was Channing Taters.
Oh my god. Alright, so
That's not a lie.
What is Okabar's dexterity now that we know the size of his balls?
Even move 10 feet around.
Is he encumbered?
His crit range is now 15 to 20. If anybody rolls that against him.
hey God, do you have us on Alessis, right? Alesis?
Ooh, we've moved forward a month, haven't we?
Yeah, we're not on
The end is nigh!
We're not on Bahamut anymore because
That guy.
And
dude.
from the peanut gallery.
I think we're on Adrestag. I don't know. How to say
Do you
that.
guys remember when Darren made the most annoying character and we just stood by while he got hacked to death?
His character? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Eliasis? Yeah, Eliasis, which is the 8th month.
Yep.
And you're on Adrastiag, which is named after Adrastia. Or Madrastia.
Madrastia.
Have you guys have recently dealt with?
This is session 39.
9.
9.
9?
9. Alright.
You can go, I can hear you.
We're still waiting on Okabar.
Okay.
Hey, Pragar,
Yes.
as a note, during your watch, you also noticed that the moon is now gibbous waxing.
It was waxing.
Oh, I'm sorry, gibbous waning. It is now gibbous waning. Okay.
And that annoying character's name was Grief Stricken.
Annoying
Yep.
character with an annoying name.
Yep.
Annoying character with an annoying name. And we I'm pretty sure. Who were you attached at the hip with? Was it Ben's character?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Ben led you to slaughter, and we all just
Yeah, he did. Held my hand. He walked through the middle of combat and said, "Okay, bye." No, he actually killed me.
He killed. He actually killed you.
Is that something you want me to write down on the calendar?
I think I'd only played like
making it up.
one game. Like it only took one game for me to kill you. Like it
For
was
your
like
birthday, yeah.
yeah, it was like my birthday. It was the first time I played with you guys, and I was like, yeah, this guy sucks.
Bro, I gotta bring back the turtle monk.
Oh, yes, please. That guy.
He was awesome.
One of my one shots I have prepared for Friday to come back.
I missed the brothers from Australia,
Oh yeah.
New Zealand, mate.
New Zealand.
Alright.
From New Zealand. Kiwis.
He's my F brother, whole best friend.
Kiwis, not a fucking Aussie.
Or half brother, whole best friend.
He's my F brother, whole best friend. That's one of the things too. We practice alone so much, and the half brother, whole best friend thing just happened in the moment. It just happened. We planned that we would be half brothers, but that was never a thing. It just
An
happened.
accent. That was pretty much it.
And then every time I got the opportunity to introduce this, he's me brother. Well, half brother, whole best friend. So good, so good.
That's
So
fucking.
thank you, Zach.
That Kinky was hard to play.
We found out we were both going to be Minotaurs, and he was like, I was like, hey, we should make our guys related.
Got to do a voice similar at least to keep
He said, okay, but if they're related, you have to do New Zealand. You have to do Kiwi, because that's what I was going to do. And I was like, oh, don't fucking tempt me with a good time. So Ricky came home, and Ricky does a really good Kiwi, and I was like, dude, I need to do New Zealand for my game tomorrow. So me and him just sat around and smoked weed and like drank whiskey and just talked to each other for like an hour and a half before we went to bed.
Y'all knocked that out of the park. Man,
Yeah.
you guys did
So,
great on that.
I have that voice down because I used to watch Flight of the Conchords.
Me
and
too.
Me and my brother took like 2 whole weeks during one summer, and he and I were just talking a Kiwi accent for no fucking reason, and it drove our parents insane. So I've had that one down for a while.
All right, is Okabar? Anybody know where Okabar is?
He's chopping a log.
Oh, sure.
I'm just things that I said over and over again. Beat up a conjurer, knows his way around a spell, loves fire.
I liked your Kinku. That was
Oh
good.
god, that shit was hard.
Imagine that was hard. Yeah.
Because you can't talk, you just have to mimic everything.
They can only mimic people.
And I only mimicked like movie quotes and shit.
Oscar brought this up at work the other day. He goes, "Hey, remember that one time we were at Milo's and Josh and you just would keep telling us stories?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, like the time that my uncle killed my dad and blamed it on me and put me through traumatic childhood stress." And it was just all movie references.
All right. So, as the party continues towards Knifer's Point, the sun is kind of slowly going down. You come up and you see that it was originally probably a large tower that had a windmill on it that has a long dock, and you see that there are 2 airships that are tied up and docked onto it. The dock extends about 120 feet, not super high compared to other airship docks, but respectable. And as you get closer, Knifer's Point looks like it was once a large inn built at the base of this windmill. Beyond that, it looks that there has been a bazaar, a market, lots of tents and canopies and things, very colorful, that have kind of set up and extended beyond. You do see there are several wagons, several horses that are all huddled around this little space. On the other side, you see there's a small pond where they probably get their water. There are a couple of farms a little bit beyond that, but really it's just a secluded island in the middle of the sea of grass. As the party begins to make their way in, the smells of freshly cooked meats greet you. The road is very muddy, but it is also, it's not cobblestones, but it's not paved. It's somewhere kind of in between. You're able to make your way, but it's kind of dirty a little bit. You see there are children running around, and they're running around playing. You see people who are trying to peddle their wares. Fresh fish, get your fish here. Just trying to make their way in the area. As you go in. As you go in, there are people who look at the party and they look twice and they're all whispering to each other, and there's little girls that you see start to flock around the group.
Wait, did we just walk in after we talked about how we need to be more discreet? Did we just look in like this, walk in this?
Yeah. Can we retroactively? I'm gonna look like a. Sorry.
Sure, we're not there yet. You're walking up there.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna look like a normal Warforged. No tattoos.
Hold on, but we need to discuss this because I can make myself look how so can he.
I'm gonna flip the hood on my cloak up.
Well, that'll work. Pragar and Aviary. The fuck do we know about the way y'all look?
No, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give Mushi to either Function or Ogabar, whichever of them wants him.
I do.
All right.
We both hold our hands up.
Y'all can share them. I don't give a fuck. You can hold them hand in hand. I don't give a shit.
Hey, 2 Christmases.
And I'm gonna go ahead and wild shape into a house cat.
3 if you're me.
House cat.
Tal, Function, you guys can both change the way you guys look, correct?
Yes.
Who's the most fucking obvious person amongst us?
Me.
Either the giant dragonborn in armor or the fucking bird with horns. I don't know. It's a tie.
What if we went the opposite direction?
What if we all just look crazy?
What if we all just looked like Aviary?
Oh,
Can you make yourself look like him?
Yes.
I can too.
The fuck?
Well, if we're gonna do that, I'm not gonna bother wild shaving.
From a perspective of a bit, which, let's be honest, lads, we all know I love a good bit. You're saying that we should walk in 4 deep looking like that, and I'll just point at 8.
I'm gonna let it slide this time, but you did say you were a cat. You're not a cat. You have not transformed yet.
Well, we're still discussing this. I would turn into a cat.
Because I am 100% down 4 deep rolling to this. I'm just 100% down.
I mean, I wouldn't mind hanging out with a bunch of other Cochrane.
What do we do about Pragar then?
Yeah, let's just turn into a bunch of cock.
Can you do something about you being so distinctively you?
I mean, does anyone?
You asking me?
Yes. I mean, can we put a cloak on him or something so at least he's not...
I have this awkward helmet I can put over.
Oh, Xanthar, aren't you pretty good at like disguises and all that?
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
Well,
I don't know if I can disguise a dragon to look like a bird, but
no, but I'm saying if we put a cloak on him and then you make him look like
Weren't you able to change my skin tone at one point?
Yes, the color that he is, but different.
that
Let's do that again.
Can you give him green face?
that's incredibly racist around here. But yeah,
I mean, you know this region more than I. You give him a face that is not automatically incredibly racist to have.
yeah. I mean, he's a dragonborn.
You could just paint me a different color.
Oh, here's what it looks like, by the way, guys. Sorry, it's a large windmill.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh, dope.
Cool.
Yeah, it's larger than this, but this is what it was a long time ago. Okay,
Yeah.
with that.
Good description too, by the way, Jared.
I can't see it.
Oh, sorry.
I see it.
This
I see
actually looked exactly what I imagined in my head.
No, was it? With the
DM,
murder there, too?
I would like to brutally attack that small boy with the dog that's fishing.
I wanna ask how that windmill is attached to the building.
Glass dildos, giant glass dildos. All right, what do we dress as? Ask stupid questions, get stupid answers. What are we dressed as? Okay, what are we doing?
I love the picture though.
All right, if they're not gonna go in as a bunch of birds, I will cat
Yeah,
them.
Bert. I thought we were a bunch of cocks.
Such a drag. That was so much.
Well, if Aviary can change himself and Pragar can't, maybe like it's not strange for it would not be strange for a group of Dragonborn, even some smaller ones, to all be traveling together.
Dragon
And
Ball.
That's true. We do travel in packs. The clan does, anyway.
So
The clans.
Yeah, Dragonborn then.
I
It
just
doesn't change the fact that isn't your color rare though?
It is. You don't have to be the same color if that's
I'm
not.
saying we need you to not be that color. I thought.
Well, obviously, I'm probably the one that's going to stick out the most. Yes.
Sure. Didn't he make you look a different color at one point?
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
I was a black dragonborn on the ship that before we stole.
somebody had a spell, I think.
Ah,
I
okay.
think you used your disguise kit.
I thought you just used a disguise kit.
Yeah.
As a note, Dragar, your armor repels any type of transmogrification.
Okay.
It's part of your armor. You can't be transformed. You can use a disguise kit for a little while.
Okay.
And you can cover it with a cloak.
You could just wear your helmet the whole time.
A cloak and a helmet, I guess, would.
Or I could look exactly like him.
That doesn't help. They're looking for him. There being two of him just makes
So
it.
I'll just put my helmet on and then put my cloak over my helmet, and like have it like drap.
I can turn you into an animal, but it takes a lot of my magic, and it
I
we
don't
just do-
think my armor can do that.
You just tell me what you want me to.
I will cast disguise self and make myself look like Aviary, but with all brown and black feathers, and I'll be wearing purple instead of what he wears green, and instead of antlers, I will have two big like ram's horns. It's like a Viking hat, but other literally like the big K generic brand of Aviary being,
Okay. All right.
like not Aviary being.
Okay.
Bird person.
And I
Okay.
will disguise myself just like that.
Okay. So you.
You just change yourself to a regular.
Yeah, you copy me.
Okay. So you have two. Plan B aviaries. You have Aviary, who's normal, right? Aviary, or are you a cat?
No, I'll stick with being a bird if they're going to turn into a bird.
Okay. Zan, what are you looking like?
I look at Aviary, I look at Talvern, I look at Function, who looks just like Talvern, and then I look down at myself, and I look just like that Kenku that like was in the camera.
Nice.
You
That
look
is
like Gray Feather the Kenku. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Who, by the way, we brutally murdered.
Yes, Pragar and Okabar. Pragar, what do you look like?
I'm not disguising myself, so I guess I have my helmet on with a cloak over it, and just draped across, kind of like covering my armor as much as possible.
You look like a massive, just buff-ass cloak figure. Okabar, what do you look like?
I'm just gonna have my hood over me, just my regular self with my cloak on, hood over my head.
Okay. All right. So as you enter the town, everyone is busy trying to pack things up. They see the storm coming in over the horizon. Nobody's really paying too much attention. No, you guys don't draw too much attention. You're just kind of another a group of avians that are walking by with two large figures behind them. Nobody really pays too much attention. You do see that there are a fair number of other Era Cochrane walking around. You see a couple of crow, a couple of corvids that are of that variety. You see a couple of parakeet, some finches, but nothing too exotic. Just your typical Rete Blessed. Yeah. So the center, you see there are stalls that are being kind of packed up on either side, and in the dead center you see there's like an entrance to the bottom and of the large pillar that makes up the windmill. The bottom seems to consist of what is an inn. It is whatever was once a windmill has been hollowed out. You can see there are several rooms up top. All of the lights seem to be on for all of the rooms, and you hear a little bit of like shouting, some music, just the normal tavern sounds that you typically run across. And you see right in front there's a large sign across the top that says Knifear's Post. Excuse me.
I like how we called it Knifear's Point so long. It's just like
I'm doing it now. Yeah,
It was point, it was post, it was port.
You even got God to do it.
let's just call it Knifear's P.
Yeah.
Hard P.
Okay, so you're staying kind of in this large pavilion area. There are merchants that are kind of packing their stuff up. Some people, they seem to be like falling asleep right inside their little stables, their little slots. What are we doing?
Is this so? This is an inn that we're looking at, basically, and
Yeah. The inn is the only large building, and it's a sizable inn. I mean, it's several hundred feet wide.
Is there any like wanted posters or anything?
I'm going to say there's nothing.
Board or something.
Yeah, there's not a wanted board or some type of job board on the outside that you can see.
Okay.
Well,
Do you want to go in and
we're here to get our ship.
is our ship here?
Yes.
Why would our ship be here?
Is not what we told them to go.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay.
Me?
I
Okay.
believe this is where we told them to be.
Man, I'm perception as fuck today.
Ooh. Both the ships you saw as you were coming in, they do not fit the profile of the Nemesis, unfortunately.
Okay.
Did I, one of the games I didn't play, call them and tell them to be here?
We told them that we were going to meet you at Knifear's Point.
told them to come here.
Post, whatever.
And the DM also said they were 8 days flying away.
They also said they were having some issues.
They did say they were having some issues, yeah.
How many days has it been?
According to my calendar, it's only been like 4 days?
3 days.
3 days. Yeah, 29th.
Coming up on 4, yeah.
Yeah, we're coming up on 4 though.
Oh, I could call them if you want. And I pull out the rock.
I'll continue to ignore that, as I always do, and it's just funny.
Are we ever going to use these things properly?
Him and Oak have their
Why would we? People have to actually learn how to use the objects.
Apparently, yeah.
pretty clearly.
You guys told Function I could call anybody.
No, we didn't. Just assumed he could.
And you
So some of the, some of the people that are
drink.
some of the people that are going into the inn, they're like looking at this group of Era Cochrane that are just kind of arguing amongst themselves right outside the inn door, and they open the door and they close it.
All right.
I mean, you speak common. It's not like you're just squawking.
So, do you want to send a message? You can get a hold of Shep.
I can message the ship.
Maybe try to get a hold of Shep. and see if he can get us our ship here faster. I'll see where they're at.
We've been going about this all wrong. I love Shep, and I love Marjorie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Got it?
Marjorie is great.
Someone I love, that was definitely her name. And I can tell you that those two are crazy as fuck, and I don't know why we left them in charge. They're not in charge. We didn't leave anyone in charge. We just left.
I
Shep,
left Marjorie in charge.
I left
Yeah,
Shep in charge.
Marjorie in charge.
I told Marjorie to watch over Shep.
We told Marjorie to watch over Shep, and we told Shep to watch over Marjorie, and
I
I've
told Shep, yeah.
and they are insane. So I will sit down because my
Playing
bones are tired.
Okay, where are you sitting down?
Should we go in the end first and then do this?
I don't care.
Yes, let's do that.
All right. Pragar starts walking towards the end.
To go in with all of them.
All right. So, as you enter the inn, you open the door, and you see that there are several very colorful figures. You see behind the bar, there is a fellow who's rubbing a stein, and he's looking over to the corner. The fellow has very, very long kind of elfin ears. In the corner, you see there are three large, big-looking, they look like wagon ears, like caravan ears, almost, and they're sitting there cracking their knuckles. And right behind that, you see this small kind of elfin-looking fellow, and he's shrouded from head to toe, very, very similar to Xanthar, but in more like kind of compact way. Where Xanthar is more cloaks, this character is more like wrappings everywhere. He's standing with a staff that he's just kind of leaning on, and the three figures. One of them is a half orc, and the other two are human. They're both big, and they kind of pound their hands on the table and say, "What do you mean you ain't got nothing like that? You need to tell me what you're doing here." And the one to the left, give me just a second, guys. Refresh.
Oh shit!
Who is this?
I was about to ask if anyone sees a random.
Yeah.
That.
All right,
I
cool.
would know.
No, you're sure.
Oh no, my audio's messed up. Hold on. Here. All right. So you hear one of them say, "Hey, what do you mean? You can't tell us. You ain't got nothing to do here." The other one next to him goes, "Yeah, it looks like you got plenty of money in that there." And you can see the small figure. Actually, if you wouldn't mind going ahead and deciding what you look like, go ahead and put yourself there. Yes, please, Talvin, silence yourself.
Is that person talking? Because I can't hear them.
Hold on.
We just lost function.
Yeah,
Oh,
hold
there
on,
you
time out. Everybody refresh
There
your
we go.
browsers, please.
Now I can see him. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey!
Sorry it took
What's
us so
up,
long to
man?
get here.
No, I can see everyone. I can see everyone right now.
Hello.
I'm missing God now.
Missing God.
I can see him drinking a beer.
Hold on, let me refresh one more time. No, wait. God's back. Coming
Yeah,
back.
he's refreshing.
Okay,
Hey!
Xanthar? Yeah, Xanthar's with us. All right. Yeah, go ahead and describe what you look like.
Okay. Well, I am 6 feet tall, thin, white-skinned wood elf that has a disciplined feel to him. Has dark brown eyes and wears a mask and hood that disguises my appearance. There's a mysterious energy that seems to radiate around me.
Okay. So as the three large kind of thuggish looking characters, one of them being a half orc, kind of comes in, and one of them reaches out to start to shove your shoulder as if he's starting that fight. How do you react?
Is it dark in the room, or slightly shady?
Yeah, you're kind of back in the corner, kind of out of the way of the fireplace. Everybody's watching this. It's loud enough to where they know what's going on, but you're certainly in the shadows.
Well, I vanish into thin air and appear right behind them, and using my bow staff, as well as my legs and my head, simultaneously stun all three and bring them to the ground.
Okay, so pop, 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 just like that. And in a blink of an eye, he just vanishes in what appears to almost be smoke, fading into the shadows and instantly appearing behind them. They're all three so confused as they're lumbering forward. Just a very simple push, a very simple tap, a very simple hit right here. All three of them, they're all hit in certain spots, just so exact that they can't feel their knees give out as they fall, as they tumble over. One of the tables goes, falls, collapses under the weight. The other two chairs get scooted out of the way, and next thing you know, there's just a tumble of bodies and broken furniture, and there stands this tall figure in the middle of the bar. The bartender looks over and goes, okay, and he just kind of turns around and just keeps wiping down the bar. He's just trying to ignore it.
I'm gonna actually note this down as like another crazy thing I've seen in the tavern.
Prager just like lifts the little like helmet flap and just looks at the like.
Okay, so Zuka, as you turn, you see this party of bizarre. I know that's why I was making such a big deal of what you guys look like. You see this large, just wide, cloaked figure. You do see what looks to be a non-human snout coming out of it. You see 3 Aarakocra, bird-like people who are coming out. One of them has antlers. The other 2 have these huge, like, ram horns. You see a small Kenku who looks almost to be...
We're just birded up.
There's just all kinds of birds. You see one that looks almost like a small raven. Beside him, you see kind of cloaked... Actually, I'm going to make you make a perception check, Zuka, real quick.
Okay.
Next to him, you see kind of a cloaked figure that has his hood up. You really can't see too much of his hands. They're holding closely together. But the party itself comes in. A wonderful check. Yeah, and you really can't see much as to what that last figure is. Basically, it's 2 cloaks, 4 birds, wandering into a bar. It sounds like a joke, but they kind of watch what happens in the corner. The 3 thugs are kind of down and out. What you do see, you see the bartender kind of sitting there, like rubbing down some of his bar as he loves to do. Next to him, you see the serving girl, whom you, Zuko, have seen kind of bustling around with long red hair. She's also elfin, just kind of looking around. And she walks up to you. Well, can I get you anything to drink?
Yeah, I'll take. You have any mead?
Yes, I can find some in the back, I'm sure.
I'll be in the corner waiting for it.
Of course. You gentlemen, take a seat wherever there's still a table. I'll be right back. Give me one moment. She kind of tumbles off there.
It's gentle bird, actually.
Fair enough. So you do see a table that's kind of next. The kind of shadowy looking gentleman settles down in the corner, very Aragorn-like in the Lord of the Rings. Just kind of settles down, and you see him kind of watching this group up. What are you guys doing as a full party?
Are the 3 people that he attacked knocked out or paralyzed or what?
Yes, they are all 3 down on the ground amidst the broken furniture. One of them kind of...
I'm gonna look for gold from the richest looking one that's knocked out. Then
I was literally gonna say, dude, please go through their pockets.
Is there a waitress or?
The dude gave us like free people to look through.
Absolutely. So,
is there somebody who can attend us?
So, Abe, you make a sleight of hand check. Okabar, there was the redheaded who told you that it would be just a minute. She's going back to get some mead. Zuka, you do see this. You see the one with the antlers walk up and start to just kind of rifle through the pockets of the one that you knocked out.
I'm going to give myself guidance before I do my check.
Okay, make an investigation check. Zuka, do you want to intervene or are you just going to let it happen?
I'm going to watch and see what happens.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm going to bring it a D4.
Until you find something good.
So 18.
18, okay. Let's see.
And I'm just looking for gold. I'm not going to take anything special, just gold.
Okay. You do find like a little pouch of tobacco. You find a little pipe that's been broken from his fall. You find 3 silver. These aren't the richest people in the world. And you find like a pocket knife that's used for an apple or something. He doesn't have a whole lot on him. And you take out the 3 silver and you put them in your pocket.
I immediately give them to the waitress that watched this and is kind of horrified.
The waitress is still in the back. And this whole basically this group just walks in. This dude kicks ass, and all of a sudden this bird just the Eric Cochran goes straight over and just starts rifling through the pockets. So the bartender who's sitting here like with the longest ears and says, don't
worry.
Help you?
Don't worry, I know him. He's a friend. He owes me some money.
Make a deception check.
A what?
Make a deception check.
All right, I'm still guided.
Can I give?
So
him 5 gold?
No, it's once before the spell ends, so you're no longer guided.
Can I guide? It's a cantrip, so can I just guidance myself again?
I mean, yeah, fuck it, why not? Sure.
Oh my god.
All right, 17. All right, hold on. You knew Gary?
Yeah, Gary. He's a good guy. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I wouldn't call him good. He's kind of an asshole, but
he's definitely an asshole. That's for sure.
Yeah. Here, this is yours anyways. I was gonna give it to the waitress, but she ran off, kind of scared.
Oh.
And I plopped down the silver pouch.
Oh, and he kind of opens up. Oh, good. There's certainly a shortage of coin lately. Please, gentlemen, sit up at the bar. Is there anything I can do for you? My name is Nafir, and I am the owner of this lovely little establishment. And as you get a better look, actually, I have one up here. This fellow, he's hold on. What are you going to get?
I'm going to ask for. Okay, cool.
Yes. So you can tell why it's called Nafir's because his ears look like a pair of knives that come up. And knife ear is a common derogative towards elves. He has embraced it. He also has, which is not shown. This is a picture of him when he's younger, but he also has his eyebrows as a very long, kind of drawn up look. Very sophisticated, very aristocrat, if you will. But he's also behind the bar and running kind of a tavern. He says, "So, whom do I owe the pleasure of speaking to this fine evening?"
The person that's going to order an ale, and I'm going to hold up my flask. Can you fill this up for me, please?
But of course, and he takes the flask. Can I get anything for the rest of you lads?
And I'm going to say that I'm also going to cover this guy's whoever made all that ruckus. Here's 5 gold to cover all what that happened.
Okabar, did you hand him the magical flask, or did you the water skin, or did you hand him a flask that you had?
No, my regular, just a regular flask.
Okay, he's got it. Oh, so how much do you hand him?
So 5 gold to cover up Zuka. I mean, not that I know the person, but
okay, sure.
The tab, and damages, and then whatever it cost us for my drinks. Plus
but of course,
I will see him, hand him 5 gold, and I'll go. And those are for the rooms as well, of course, that we'll be acquiring as well. So.
Yes, I'm sure we can find comfortable accommodations. How many of you are there currently?
Like so many.
I see, 6. Perhaps we can do 2 rooms, and you could each bunk in 3. Unfortunately, we are under maximum occupancy at the moment. Very unfortunate, but I can probably shuffle some folks together.
Why is the town so busy?
Don't worry about it. We'll just take the 2 rooms.
Well, the 2 rooms, of course. And so he's at this point, he's filling up ale and just doling it out. Well, as I'm sure you know, the Rete Celeste, or the airways here, they've been shut down, unfortunately. So there were a couple of ships that were in port at the time, and they've been forbidden from traveling anywhere. So we have several merchants who are currently stuck here.
I'm going to go ahead and take a beer, and I'm going to start heading over to the dark corner where Zuka went.
Okay, so
myself eventually.
Zuka, the guy that came over and basically frisked your victims, he came over. At this point, you also see the redheaded girl kind of, oh, excuse me, and she hands you your meat. She's, please, sir, no charge this evening. She kind of ducks out of the way and starts trying to very quietly clean up without drawing too much attention to herself. This large Eric Cochran creature walks up to you, huge. Actually, Aviator, go ahead and describe yourself.
So I'm 6 feet tall, Eric Cochran. I'm pretty young. We don't age that fast, or we age pretty fast. I've got mostly white with speckled flecks of feathers. I've got green cloak, normal studded leather armor on, and antler deer helm adornment on top.
Okay. The creature approaches you, and what do you say, Aviary?
I ask if I can sit down, and I say that my friend over there paid for your drink for knocking out these assholes.
Yeah, go ahead. Sit down.
Thanks.
I appreciate the drink.
Okay.
What brings you to Nafir?
We're making our way to the City of Leaves. This is the post. We're trying to get a hold of our crew of a ship. We were hoping they could meet us here, but it looks like it might not happen.
I'm also headed to the City of Leaves myself. I was planning on taking an airship, but been waylaid here for the last few days.
Well, if we end up finding a way there with or without an airship, you're more than... You could definitely handle yourself. You took the three of them out with nothing, so... I would say you're welcome to join the group, but you'd have to ask the rest.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I also saw your sleight of hand to search the unconscious bodies. It's pretty slick.
Prager's just like stepping over the bodies, maybe stepping on them.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Walking over to wherever Aviary are. Aviary, did you meet a friend?
Yeah, I'm Aviary. What's your name again?
My name is Zuka. Actually, Zukari Moto is my full name.
So, Zuka, this creature approaching you, the very, very large one, as he approaches, you can kind of see under his hood a little bit. He also has a very strange helmet on, but it is definitely a golden-scaled dragonborn of extremely large, powerful frame.
It is very obviously still a golden dragon.
Yes.
I'm taking off the helmet.
Yeah, fucking take it off.
It's basically Dwayne The Rock Johnson wearing like a little bike helmet.
It's greatness.
I would like to stay at the bar and wait for the bartender to fill the drink so I can ask him another question.
Okay, we're playing two different things here. Okay, so he comes up to you, Talvin. The bartender's kind of handing these out, and here you go. You can have this.
It's
Certainly.
like meanwhile, while this is happening over there.
Yes, meanwhile, we'll take care of your conversation in just a second. Okay. Talvin, go ahead.
Is the ban on airships? It's a regional thing. It's just Nafier's Point. How extensive is this?
Well, from what I understand, it seems to be nationwide. I don't know what happened. There's been a lot of rumors I've heard, but nothing that was too concrete.
That was what I heard as well.
Oh, right.
Wartime measures and all.
It seems. I've never seen anything like it. The Red Celeste is typically very dependable, and it's good for our trade. That's for certain.
I heard some notorious world-class thieves stole a military vessel.
Those bastards.
A few weeks back.
Truly?
Have you heard this?
Class thieves.
Yes. I've heard that they were mercenaries. I've heard that they were agents of some sort of rogue guard. I've heard. The rumors are, how word spreads across the land, but sure enough, I have heard tell that a very, very highly classified military vessel was commandeered by, I don't know what I'd call them, rock and roll thief pirate space guys.
And was this after or before the shutdown of the Red Celeste?
No clue. Like I said, we're travelers. So it's campfire stories.
Yes.
Say why the air shut down? We're like, oh, thief space pirates. And we're like, that. I can tell you this though: if these guys are out there, fuck man, I bet they are cool.
I bet they're dangerous.
I do look like an Eric Cochran BT.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yes, highly dangerous. Terrifying. I would be I would be just terrified and aroused if I ever got the chance to meet them.
Yes, of course. I do hope the ship that you work on is able to leave Berth soon, but I'm not sure when that will be.
Well, we were really just looking to hire a passage on an airship, and we heard you had a platform, so we thought we'd come. So a little disappointing.
You're not a crew of an airship? Typically, when we see large groups of Eric Cochran come through, they're workers of an airship that's been...
Right, but have you ever seen Eric Cochran maps before?
Well, yes.
Well, have you noticed that they also have very detailed descriptions of what's on the ground below the airways?
Sometimes. I don't know what you're saying.
Well, I'm saying, we know a good map will tell you what's on the ground and what's above, so somebody has to come down and find out what's on the ground, don't you think?
Of course, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
We were dropped off via airship, travel the space via foot, get picked up by airship. You know, for all records, we want to know if we're in one place in the air, what is below us. So we maintain these records.
Wondered who did that. That's very noble.
That's us. Thank you. Tired feet. Got wings, can't even use them. It's a curse, I know.
You can't fly.
No, we just have to walk. We're supposed to walk.
What? That doesn't make any sense. Can't you just fly low to the ground?
I'm going to be honest with you, friend. You seem nice, but to just tell someone the culture doesn't make sense is quite offensive. So, you know.
I see.
Let's move on. Anyway.
I see.
I'm going to go join my friends. I think they'll have an entirely different conversation.
Like at this point, he has like his third ale, like up to you, like trying to just pacify you. All right. So, Zuka, as Pragar approaches and kind of sits at your table,
that was great.
He's a large dragonborn, and he sits down. The chair really creaks under his weight.
So, Aviary made a friend?
Now that's a throwback.
Yeah, this is Zuka.
Friend of your handiwork over there.
I appreciate that. You make a interesting group, to say the least.
He's also in the City of Leaves like we are.
I see.
Trying to.
Talbot will walk up, oblivious to everything going around him, per usual, and be like, "What happened to these chaps?"
Okay.
So what caused the scene? What made you want to, go all kung fu on those?
Well, you see, they were, how do I say this? Giving me a hard time when I first entered the inn, trying to shake me down. They saw my staff and wanted to take it, and it's a relic that's been handed down to me, and I want to keep it. And so I thought I'd just show them why you shouldn't mess with strangers.
Fair enough. Where do you come from?
Well, far in the north. Are you familiar with Mount Cazador?
Can't say that I have. I haven't traveled far north.
Okay. Are you familiar with Belaine?
I'm sorry?
With the city of Belaine. It's just north of the Deep Woods.
Oh, yes. I know exactly where we're at.
That's originally where I hail, is the Deep Woods.
I see. So you're close. Are you from the City of Leaves as well? Have you been in that area?
No. I have traveled there when I was a child, but when my village was destroyed as a child, I wandered for a few years. Ultimately, my sensei, my master, ended up finding me in the city of Belaine, which is why I asked if you were familiar. He deemed me worthy and took me to the monastery where I was trained. The handiwork that you saw earlier, that was my training.
No, some impressive combat skills, I must say.
I appreciate that. I was feeling... go ahead.
No, I understand, dealing with assholes, we tend to do the same.
Yes, you were very impressive. Did you see him, Bragar? He took out 3 people at once.
This automaton fellow is Function.
Not
Very nice to meet
automaton. I'm an Eric Cochran.
Oh yeah, you're a bird right now. Sorry.
And I like obviously wink.
Yes. Anyways, we're a traveling flock of Eric Cochran and a Dragonborn. Yes. So perhaps we have some drinks coming, right?
I believe.
Yes.
It was recommended.
Yep.
So I'm assuming you're stranded here as well.
I am. I actually ran into one of my own members of my order, actually in this town. We spent the last few days together, but he decided to continue his journey on foot. And seems like things are getting a little rough around here, so I feel like I'm going to be moving north to the City of Leaves, and I would like to maybe travel with a group if possible. But
Your partner left you here.
he's not a partner. You know, the members of my order, we're always traveling. It's our duty bound to find our next apprentice, and that's why I'm on this journey.
What is your order's name?
It's called Cazador Shadow.
Do I recognize that name, DM?
Make a history check for me.
That's a plus. Damn it!
Nope.
I never heard of that order, but sounds interesting. Well, perhaps we can have a couple drinks and kind of discuss kind of where we're from. Here comes Tal with the fire whiskey. Now,
As you're having this conversation, the door kind of opens, and you see that there are several other large burly men that kind of step inside the door, look around real quick, and a little bit of confusion, look down and see the fallen bodies, look up, and 3 of them turn around and leave. The redheaded girl comes down and she says, if I can't interest you in perhaps we have 2 rooms that we've recently opened up. Could I perhaps give you service in that room instead of down here in the main halls?
why are we causing any kind of problem?
No, not at all. But just seeing the way that you dealt with our last 3 customers, it might not be so good for business if the rest of the crew came in and, started an altercation.
You should pick up some of these unconscious guys.
Yeah, we can. I'll walk over and I'll start picking up bodies. I can move them somewhere. Do you have a room? Is there a room somewhere that I can place them?
I don't know what kind of place this is. People just sleep on the floor.
Do you have a closet?
Here, take them out the back, actually. And she kind of opens like a
All
back
right.
door.
I'll put
there's, like,
2 on
trash.
2 on one shoulder, 1 on the other, and I'll walk
No
them
problem.
out.
Yeah, you just throw them out. Very
I don't know if you all noticed, but it looked like someone beat those guys up pretty bad.
Right. I'm sure they'll wake up just fine. And note, just please make your way up to your rooms, and I will give you whatever you want. Just please get out of our tap room.
Oh, we'll have no problem with us.
Come
going
this
forward.
way, please. Yes, of course. Are you guys with him? And she kind of points over to the bar at the rest of the group that's over there. Everyone's over there, right? Just okay. And she looks around for just a second, and you see. Actually, you guys don't see fucking anything. Please, this way. It's right down here. You have it right on the first room, right on the first floor, to the left.
Shit.
Go in here. And she directs you guys, like she's pointing definitely towards the eastern wing of the inn that's on the first floor.
So do we get 2 extra rooms for scaring those guys away?
Unfortunately, no. The best I could do is to free up 2 rooms. You have 2 rooms all to yourself.
How big is this room? Can I knock down a wall and make it a larger?
No! Please don't knock down anything. The structural integrity of the windmill. Just please, just.
Yeah, this is an old windmill.
Are we going to be able to fit in this room? There's 7 of us.
Yes, comfortably. These are our nicest rooms, our largest rooms. One of them is actually Nafir's room himself. He's graciously given it up. But yes, you may all fit in this one room. It's even got like a sitting area. Just please go before anyone else comes in.
Is he going to be staying in there with us? Just curious.
No. He'll stay somewhere else. Don't you worry about it. Just fucking go. And she's like glancing out the window. Like very, very nervously.
I think that lady's racist against Eric Cochran because we've been nothing but nice since we got here, and she just.
But of course, please, just go on. As you look outside,
all right.
I mean, are we going? We're going.
Let's move. Everybody, get up. Let's head over. Grab Zuka. Would you like to
welcome
join
to
us?
follow, Zuka, yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to join us?
Yeah. Do you want to come with us to our rooms? It won't be weird. I'm just like dancing and like drinking.
Why are you dancing like that, Tal?
Make a seduction check.
When you drink, sometimes you just have to do a move.
Kind of groove, and I just kind of.
I used to be cursed. I think I didn't know it till now.
Amidst all the awkwardness, you eventually make your way down the hotel kind of hallway and to the left. And there certainly is a large room. It has a sitting area, almost a like pseudo kitchen. There are breads on the table. You can see one of the beds has been made. There are several cots that are kind of on the ground. One of them is a fold-out couch somehow. But room for everybody to kind of find a place to sit, speak in a fairly quiet area.
I go stand in the corner.
All right. What just happened?
Your little friend is just standing in the corner now.
God froze.
Several people
God
had
froze. I see Tom.
Everybody refresh.
I did.
I guess we're refreshing again.
Hello.
Oh no.
Yeah. Everybody in?
I'm godless. That's it.
I sit
Yeah,
on
we
the
all are. He's refreshing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Is Pragar there? He's just holding so incredibly still that he is literally visible to the naked eye.
You did look like you were frozen though for a second.
Every now and then when I'm talking, I'm just gonna go. And then I pull out.
So what is your name?
Just get stuck.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be right back in 30.
Hey, when God comes back, everybody just freeze.
All right. No, that's fucked up. He probably hears us.
Probably.
That'd be hilarious.
We're like frozen, and then like one of our wives walks by.
He's like, a fucking asteroid comes and destroys you.
There he is.
natural.
Talvin, we're not freezing. I heard you.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I know you can hear me. I'm just saying that'd be the best thing ever if you logged on and everybody was like,
Okay. Sorry about that. My internet went out periodically. So Zuka, you kind of try to find yourself in a corner, and there's a very nicely shaded corner where there's like a nice lounge chase that you can't help but kind of sit down on. Not exactly like lounging, but for you, it's a comfort to be in a cushioned seat. Considering your usually Spartan narratives. The rest of the party kind of arranges around and they all sit down. The redhead keeps coming in and out and like asking, can I get you anything else, sir? Maybe some cheeses or some grapes, perhaps.
Some cheese with hot bread.
Yeah, give us a Spoilsborg or whatever you got.
Of course.
Here's an extra 5 gold as well.
Oh,
for your troubles. For your
You
troubles.
realize we've like bought this tavern by now, right?
Almost.
Oh, God's gone again.
No.
God. And then, anyway, I'll take over. So, you walk into the room, and there is a legendary.
Zuka's just sitting in the corner.
Like, no, we're past that now, God.
Zuka turns into a platinum legendary dragon.
Oh, God.
Okabar's parents are in the bar.
Who somehow has the voice of Barbara Streisand.
Yep.
And he offers us 6 wishes.
God, while you were gone, we fixed the game. All fine.
I turned into Shinron from Dragon Ball.
Okay, sorry, guys.
The one where he's just saying worse.
Okay, you're all sitting there looking at each other. What's going on?
No, sorry, we're having discussions, right? Sorry, my name is Pragar Dawnbreak. I'm to introduce myself downstairs. We are our group is called the Nemesis Six.
As soon as Pragar says his actual name to him, I will just immediately just drop my Eric Cochran form.
Same.
Okay.
And then just sit down
Hold up.
in the chair with my drink.
Hold
And
up.
just
There's
drink
no
my-
windows or anything, real quick.
The shades are pulled closed at the
Okay.
window, so you can't see now.
We've done
so
this before, guys.
Yeah. Talvin, describe what you look like.
Touche.
Well, I mean, if he was a baddie looking for us, he'd know who we are now. So might as well not stand on ceremony.
Maybe not him, but others.
Talvin, describe what you look like, please.
I am a 6'1" half elf with Son Gohan hair that is pure silver and a little bit darker gray at the bottom, but mostly just silver. I have a silver half glove on my left hand. I wear a cloak that looks like it's a road riding jacket, but you can tell on the inside has like fine purple silk. It's actually a really expensive, nice jacket that's made to not look like it is. Same with my riding boots, silk on the inside, if you noticed well enough. I have a giant staff-looking rod thing on my back, along with various instruments that are all kind of strapped to a harness that I carry on my back. All kind of folded together, really. And then, and that's about it. And I am thoroughly drunk and in what appears to be an incredible mood, just having a really good time, and do not seem fazed by any of this at all. And I'm like, hi, you can call me Talv. It's nice to meet you. You seem great.
My pleasure.
Hello, I am Function.
Oh, this is going to be fun for you.
Okay, so do you drop
Is he
your
still
phone
the
function?
aviary? Yeah, I was gonna say he's still the aviary.
No, I dropped the Eric Cochran form. I'm actually what you see is a 6'6" Warforged, tatted up.
Huge.
Like essentially, I have tattoos, and it almost looks like mural, like different, like huge, just stories. And if you stare at it for a little bit, it almost looks like it's moving, but you can't tell. Kind of like Mona Lisa
Like
with
Kate
the eye.
Collins.
Yeah. So, So, hello, I am Function.
It's my pleasure to meet you, Function.
Nice to meet you.
He's very interesting.
Next to him is a very small, kind of Braven-like Kenku.
I'll go ahead and shake off the illusion, and the feathers will drop. And what you see is about a 6 foot tall, elvish-looking little gentleman, black hooded cloak, traveling boots. Doesn't necessarily appear to be armed, but he's just kind of there. He's got a neck wrap kind of thing that could be pulled up over his face if needed, and just kind of a pulled back silver hair with some braids through the side, and piercing crystal eyes.
What is your name?
My name is Xanthar.
His trap rep name is Zan.
Xanthar, you seem to dress like my order. Are you skilled in the ways of shadow?
I know a bit about shadows. Yes.
You should see him. He can literally just walk and then disappear. Just like that.
He also likes to die a lot.
Oh, he can also come back from the dead.
Allegedly.
The most amazing trick. I I
can
killed him
let
once,
back from the dead.
and he came right back alive.
And he slits his wrist. It's a weird thing. It's
He might actually just be dead all the time. We're not sure.
Yes, he is the most talented out of all of us.
Okabal, can I hit that bottomless pit you've got in your pocket?
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't fill up the bottomless because I didn't have that much gold on me, but I'm kind of
I'll
low
pour-
on gold now.
I'll try to pour it out. The bottomless one.
Okay, so as Okabar reaches over, you see his hood kind of go back a little bit. You see a red-skinned half-orc, very large, very muscular as well, handing over this what looks like a water skin. The water skin is not bottomless. It's got half a gallon in it, so you do eventually run out after filling up a couple of steins.
And when I see him lift his hood back, very subtly my eyes shift over and look him over.
And I'm gonna wink.
I'm gonna whisper to Okabal. I'll be like, I think he likes you, but like loud enough where everyone can hear it.
Because you're drunk.
Yeah, because I'm drunk.
No, just from that fast.
So, what business do you have in the City of Leaves?
Well, as you know, as I had explained earlier, but I'll say it
Share
again.
with the group, yeah.
Yeah. My order, once you reach a certain rank, is tasked with finding an apprentice to replace yourself. We call it the Rule of Two. And you are always tasked with finding your replacement, and so that's where my journey is led. And what better place than to return to the nearest city from where I first came.
What can
Are you from the City of Leaves originally?
I'm from the Deep Woods, where my village was attacked by orcs, and I glare over at Okabar. And my entire family and village was killed, but my village was originally in the Deep Woods.
He's a half orc, mate. It's a different thing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay.
You keep looking at Okabar. Is everything all right?
Function, pay attention. He just said.
It's nothing I can't get beyond. And Okabar, I hope my initial judgment doesn't color my opinion.
I don't even know about my own judgment. What are we talking about? I'm Okabar. I'm trying to reintroduce myself, basically.
It's the most hard thing ever. Whatever.
Basically, into my character.
I reluctantly, but still go ahead and reach out my hand and shake his hand.
It's cold and clammy.
Well done.
Hagar, is this my new friend?
Seems so far function, but I wouldn't put your guard down.
Okay.
Remember what we discussed?
Remember, Function, we could always just kill him.
Should I?
Well, hold on, group. Let me ask the dumb question here. You're not contracted to kill us here, right?
That is not a bad question, actually.
That was my next question.
If I were, you'd already be dead.
I mean,
That does make sense. We did see what he did earlier. That he could take 3 out and just like that.
I like a guy that's got balls like that. Okaba, your balls are a problem, but yeah, it's actually kind of...
I want to roll an inside check.
No.
put my head in my drink and...
Have you go ahead and roll an inside check?
I want to know if he's actually here to kill us.
God damn it.
How do you have a plus 11?
Fucking 11. What the fuck?
Plus 3 plus 11.
Plus
That wisdom, though.
Dear God. He's a
That's 11? Holy shit.
He is a living lie
I
detector.
hate you.
For
If you can roll higher.
Yeah.
Has to roll at least like a
What
6.
if you rolled a nat 20? But that's a 13. And you'd be like, well, the big bad is... Just have to tell you.
Barnaby.
It's Barnaby. We already know. Pay attention.
Oh my gosh.
All
Alright.
It's going to be a malfunction.
Reel it in.
Everyone we meet is Barnaby, and Barnaby is the
All right.
So Zuka, how long have you been searching for an apprentice?
Well, I attained the rank of Sifu maybe, man, I would say about 3 years ago. So I've just been traveling, and as a member of Cazador's Shadow, we don't have much money. Most of the money that we have is back in our monastery, and to preserve future generations.
At this point, you see what you originally thought to be a tumor on top of the large Eric Cochran's head, and kind of rouse up and go, "Are we home yet?" And you see this giant Italian accented mushroom who, Avery, he's even heavier on your head, and his cap has grown even larger now. It's probably 6 inches in diameter. Kind of groggily look up and look around. Where are we?
Well, don't worry. We're just in an inn right now.
Oh, okay. You see him kind of curl up again inside the antlers. It wasn't a tumor. It was a mushroom.
It's not doing well.
That guy fucks.
That's interesting time.
These spores.
Yeah.
What's the story with your mushroom?
Mushroom.
I decided to, you see, I got this cool staff, and it does some cool stuff. One of which can awaken things, bring sentience to plants and animals and objects, so...
Now
Mushy is amazing. He loves dirt.
He will be.
How's the dirt?
Let's just say he's the cat to our group.
Oh my god.
we also have another pet, which we abandoned almost immediately.
For once, I actually let out a little chuckle.
Nice.
He has a sense of humor.
It sounds better, Function. Keep it up.
Best thing ever.
So,
Creepiest thing ever.
it all seems that we're wanting to head to the City of Leaves. When were you planning on traveling?
Actually, first thing, light tomorrow.
What time of the day is it?
What time is it? Yeah.
It's getting,
okay.
it's getting like 9, 10 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
Well, is it ring to the night, till the morning rise?
Yeah. Let me message some people before we go to bed, so that way I don't do in the morning.
We do need to check on our Ash.
Someone?
All right, I will cast Sending, and I will send. What's 25 words? Yeah. Okay. I will cast Sending, and I will send a message to my Fey Alchemical Romance.
God damn it.
And
what's his name?
God, worthless son of a bitch.
I don't remember his name. You're gonna make
Wait, hang on. Give me a second. Just real quick.
I don't have to know his name. If Talvin doesn't know his name, I don't know his name. I don't
You have to be familiar with him, right?
I literally know who he is.
I got
I
this.
met him. I talked to him. Like I hired him. Like I know.
Yeah, I got
Give me a second. Coming. It is.
Anyways, I started blasting.
So anyway, I started playing.
Get the fuck out of here.
Can I offer you an egg in these troubling times?
God,
Wait, room.
Wait, room. There you go.
Bayroom.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Who's counting for him?
I'll do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, babe. It's Talv.
Hold on. Who are you sending this to?
You heard me.
Oh my god.
We're alive. Surprise. Shep is an idiot. Where are you? What's happening? I got 4 left, right?
9.
9.
Okay. You can use 25 words to reply. Boogie woogie.
Not who this is.
He said it's Cal at the beginning.
Okay.
He didn't tell us where we are.
Hey, babe, it's
First of all,
Tal.
none of us know, so.
You said, "Hey, babe."
I
I
did say
just heard "Hey babe." I didn't hear
Hey,
Cal.
babe, it's Cal.
I said, hey, babe, it's Tal.
Yeah. He just didn't say anything about our location.
Spells today. I can do this 17 more times.
Yes.
If you want me to call somebody as well, I can do it too.
Say that one. It's for emergencies only. Very special.
Okay.
Good job, Bart.
So Talvin, you wait a minute, and there's the response of, "Wait, what?"
Fuck this guy.
We're like here in Eridus still,
God damn.
and we're waiting for you to come back.
I told you.
Hey, the liquor business, it's harder than it looks.
Of course it is. So first off,
Is that it?
Oh no.
That was it.
Oh god.
first off,
Great response.
like I've been telling you for weeks, the skies are closed and there's no way our ship's going to get here. That being said, no one on our crew is competent enough to even comprehend a message to tell them to get here. We hired, quite literally, the most incompetent group of people imaginable, and it's almost like God created them to be our world's most incompetent crew. I don't know.
You hired every person you
I don't know
saw.
what
Let me
you're
get
talking
back
about,
on
my
leaving
boy
Lucy in charge.
Y'all did. You guys did that though. I no, but you guys, every person we interviewed, Pragar was like,
I don't like how you're talking about my friend Shep here.
I mean, I love Shep, but he is.
I asked very specific questions for each
Yes,
interview.
everyone.
I vaguely remember you asking no questions at fucking all. Are you here to kill us? Perfect. Let's hire them.
That's
Yes.
exactly.
Have you
the
been
question.
sent by the Broken Eye to murder us? No, you're hired. And then I remember us also promising to pay them like a year's wage per week or
I
something.
mean, we didn't
Yeah.
ask them if they were going to sabotage us.
Yeah. So anyway, no ships can fly. Our ship is not coming.
Even though it's super fast.
To
All
be
of you
fair,
look
no
in the
ships are
corner.
allowed to fly.
All
I
of you look in the
forgot
corner and
that-
you see a very confused looking Zuko just kind of looking at you like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Yes. Sorry. Anyway, doesn't seem like our airship's coming anytime soon.
No, it's not. So before we go to bed, do I need to think? Oh, is there anybody that we're gonna make savvy to what's happening? Like Xanthar, do you need me to send word to anybody in the City of Leaves that you'd like to know that we were coming before you get there? I can do that for you. If you
Yeah, are
want.
we gonna get killed at the gates getting to the City of Leaves?
I think.
Some shady shit that you did.
I feel like if you told me about the person that you wanted me to send it to, I could probably send it to them.
I feel like we'll be fine.
Okay.
Well, if
Anybody else?
If we're going to bed, I mean, I'm going to make myself some tea. Does anyone want some?
At this point, you hear a knock, knock, knock on the door.
Come in.
I've got that cake that we all asked for, and she opens the door, and I've got a couple of. She stops and she looks up as she sees a completely different group of people in the room now.
These are my other friends.
I see.
It's a costume party.
They told me to dress up like this, I promise.
We
She
didn't
comes in.
expect to rotate this fast. It got a little messy. We got rid of the last group, you know. Yeah.
She starts putting things down, puts a cake down, and she
Sticky.
eventually she
Wait,
looks at each
wait.
of you in turn. What?
What's in this cake?
It's a carrot cake.
Insight check.
Okay, roll an insight check.
No, I should have checked the cake.
More like
Check
check
the
for
cake.
traps.
It's actually potatoes.
I'm gonna smash the cake and see if there's anything in it.
Don't you go
No.
meta on me,
How dare
Calvin.
you?
Don't fucking smash the cake, you
I
dickhead.
hope it's trapped.
Nope. It's good. It's a good cake, guys.
Did he smash it?
No, it's carrot
Good.
cake.
Good carrot cake right here. Here you go.
She at turn looks at each one of you, kind of eyeing you up and down. She skips over Aviator because he's already kind of looked at him.
That'll be all, and I close the door behind her.
No, she's in the middle of the room. She's like passing out like trays to everybody, and she stops at Xanthar and she goes, "Hello there."
Hello.
Gosh, it seems like it's been forever since I've seen you. How is your grandfather doing?
He's doing well, thank you.
Oh, good. Hey, did you ever go on that big family vacation of yours? I was in the City of Leaves the other day to deliver a package to some vineyard. It was up on a big plantation. It was owned by somebody. I don't remember. Maybe it was the Liadon family? Anyway, can I get you something to drink? Like a bottle of Ask Pedal Ale and cheese?
Yes.
Okay, it's a woodworker's favorite, Will you be at the Harvest Festival in the City of Leaves this year? I hear there are lots of interesting birds. You
Yes,
should
he will
probably
be.
watch out for the pretty quicksilvers.
Shit.
He kind of awkwardly hands them all out. Will you be at the Harvest Festival?
I will
this year?
lean over to Okabar and whisper, just like last time, loud enough everyone can hear me, and go, "I think they're talking in code."
Silly.
I'm gonna put my hand over. Oh damn! No, you kind of fucked that up. That's hilarious, though.
We will see.
Very good, very good. Well, good. Well, I wait. Hopefully, I'll see you in the morning, of course.
Can I ask, how do you know each other?
Oh, we go way back, of course. If you need anything else, please let me know. And she turns on
How far back?
the door. Oh, years. And she continues towards the door.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Closes it. Yep.
Do I notice Zan blushing or anything, or
Yeah, it's obvious.
finger?
It's obvious. He's a little. He did not expect that he's blustered.
So, got an ex-girlfriend here, huh?
I wouldn't say she was a girlfriend. No.
Were you married?
Fair enough.
No. No function. Let's function. She's a fucking thief.
Oh.
Everything she said was code. 100%.
Called it.
This is amazing.
Can you share what the code was?
I could if I had some time to think about what she said.
If you had some.
Fair enough. All right.
There you go.
Gotcha. Oh shit, that was supposed to be whispered. Sorry, but anyway, no worries. Fuck me.
We don't have the cipher, so I
Yeah,
don't
I don't know.
mean
I have
anything
no
to
idea.
us.
The code
Yeah.
is useless.
I
Anyway.
have no idea.
Guys, for some reason, for the first time in my life, I, Talver and Talamonte, feel like I can remember everything that woman said word for word.
Word for word.
True. It's like it came from the heavens.
It's like my inability to remember anything ever because I'm not really paying attention has just vanished.
While
Zuka, you said
everybody,
you were gonna leave in the morning.
I just did the first part. Hello there to Xanthar, and the rest of it was everybody else. My bad.
So you send it to everyone but him?
No, I sent the line "hello there," which is how she started it. Yeah, I'm stupid. Okay, continue, please.
It's all good.
So sleepy?
No, I wanted to ask Zuka what his plans were. He said he was already had plans to leave in the morning.
Yeah.
What was your preferred route to the City of Leaves?
I mean, it's about a 3-day journey to the City of Leaves. I'm a monk. I travel. I have a bedroll. I was planning on walking there. I was even thinking about going this evening before you guys came. One of my trained talents is being able to use the shadow and and that seems to make things a little faster when I'm moving.
Well,
Seems like a good.
I mean, I don't know about the
we
rest
could
of you
steal
guys, but I'm
another
not that
airship.
tired.
I'm sorry, Function. We've already what?
We could just steal another airship.
I mean,
Good,
The
but-
flying is still
As you
illegal,
people
and
who-
it's the fastest.
Never stolen an airship
we'd be
before, I
shot
believe.
down as soon as we leave. As soon as we got out
What
of
are they
the
gonna
air.
send a dragon after us or something?
Oh, no.
I've heard there's dragons that have been attacking the airships.
So wait,
Oh, trash that.
this shadow movement, can you take multiple people?
I've never tried.
Interesting. So, do we want to leave this evening and?
No, we just fucking walked all day. I'm drunk as a skunk. We need to sleep.
Oh, you can't walk drunk?
I can obviously do lots of things.
I can sober you up pretty quick if you need help.
We've walked all day. I can't be the only one tired. We're going to exhaust ourselves if we walk all night after walking all day. We've literally just gotten here after sundown.
Yeah, if you've been exhausted, it's not that bad.
Alright, well, fine. I guess let's go.
No, I didn't say let's go. I'm asking.
As I say let's go, I will like just drift to sleep.
Okay. So,
'Cause I am hammered.
yeah, so Talvin is kind of like singing himself to sleep.
With your armor on.
Over, yes, with his armor on, over on the ottoman. But the rest of you, as the night progresses, what are y'all doing?
I'm keeping an eye out for like anybody trying to listen in on our door or like any kind of suspicion. Because you said there's a window, right?
Mhm.
So like,
there
is there any kind of like suspicious activity or anything going on outside, or anything that's? I mean, obviously we've kind of caused a little bit of a ruckus, so I'm just curious to see if there's anything else going on.
Us.
So earlier there was a bit of what sounds like a commotion. Some people shouting, some people just speaking loudly. But as the night wears on a little bit more, it seems to go away. It seems to kind of subside. People drink themselves into a stupor, essentially.
Is there a fireplace or anything in this room?
There is.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and take soot, and I'm going to show Mushy how to use the soot to draw on people's faces. Starting with sleeping towel.
Okay. So Mushy starts to grow. Yeah, okay. So you teach Mushy how to draw long mushrooms on people's faces.
Can I make the world's most disadvantaged perception check, drunk and asleep, to see if I notice?
Sure,
You're
why not?
asleep.
Go ahead.
How do you...
Well, what if I roll really, really good?
You have a mushroom drawing on your face. He has the chance of waking up. So go ahead and roll with disadvantage perception. Why not?
2 20s, here we come.
Fucking
As long as
jester
it's not
over
plus
here.
11.
The hell?
I rolled 3 on
Nope.
accident, sorry. So I rolled
Nope, we're good. One take.
Triple
rolled a
disadvantage.
Alright. Hey, did Xanthar ever notice I drew a mustache on his face when he was...
Sure didn't.
Cool. I won't just beat you anymore, bud.
Yeah, everybody knows that Xanthar now has a mustache, by the way. It's very friendly. So the night kind of wears on. You don't get any more visitors. You do have a knock on the door, and when you open the door, there's like a tray of wine bottles, some coffee for if you want to make it in the morning, and a couple of like small cakes, various fruits. You don't see anybody in the hall, but you go ahead and pull it in and set it on the tray on the table. You're all kind of slowly crashing down.
Can I
Conversations are winding down.
Because we have 2 rooms, correct?
You do, and they're right beside each other. They're kind of sharing a social space right there, so it's no problem. You tell everybody good night. And as you go into the other room, you see it's not quite as lavish, but there are like 3 beds in there. You just find one, pass out, try not to throw up. Doing good.
Sounds about right.
I take out whichever room I'm in. I take out my bedroll from my backpack and lay it on the ground, and just kind of go into a trance-like state for a few hours.
Okay. So, Function, you see him kind of go into this not sleeping state, but a trance-like state, which is very familiar to what you do.
Ah, and then I kind of just sit Indian style, and I guess I kind of like try to look like what he looks like.
Okay.
You mean crisscross applesauce?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you crisscross applesauce your way down, and the group. Is there anything else anybody else wants to do for this day?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So, as the night proceeds, you feel relatively safe where you are. You sleep, and finally the sun starts to rise. Thank you, Aviary, calling us all into a wakefulness. You wake up, and the first of you opens the door. You see a steaming tray of breakfast foods, kind of arrayed out in front of your door. You take it back there. Okabar, you eventually wander into the main room where all of you are sitting. Breakfast commences. You have a nice early wake up. Is there anything you want to discuss as you've woken up?
I'm gonna make this fucking coffee.
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
Coffee's already made on one of them. There's also a pot of boiling water ready for you.
So I take out my coffee and I'm like, well, we're gonna get going as soon as we're done with breakfast?
As you say the word coffee, the water skill on your hip starts to boil over, and you smell the nice aromas of Arabica beans coming from the water skin.
Huh.
Did you see that, Okabar? Say that again.
That again.
Coffee. Coffee?
Funny, but no. Yeah, the smell is just emanating in the room. It's a delectable blend.
I'm gonna hand off the pot and I'm gonna check my water skin.
Yep, your water skin is full of delicious Arabica beans. Coffee.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna just start chugging.
Okay. It's hot. It's hot as shit. Make a con save.
Sounds about right.
Mushy doesn't want the apple.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't even check the temperature. I'm just straight. Yes.
Okay.
Oh no!
I do not speak for the rest of the day.
Dude, you are fucking jittery. You're still hungover, but you're now hyper and hungover.
Guys, I've done my thing.
Mm-hmm. And yes, it does burn your tongue a little bit. Okay. So the rest of you are sitting there.
Is that what he wants? Is that what he eats? He just eats more dirt?
Yeah. He kind of hops down, lands on the ground, looks around, kind of finds a corner where there's some dust, and just kind of leans back and lets his little feet collect the dust.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna break off a piece of cake that was left over last night that we didn't give it to. Mushy.
Mushy kind of takes it. Oh, thank you, and like sets it to the side and keeps looking for dirt.
He's a plant. He likes dirt.
Oh, he's a mushroom. I bet you he likes poo.
Oh yeah, I bet he likes poo.
Sacrifice.
Poo's like kind of like dirt, but pooier.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Canon.
Anyway,
so we eat breakfast and we're ready to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Are we taking this on foot? Are we taking mounts? Is the horses nearby, or we just want to walk
we're
on
only here
foot?
making breakfast tacos for the road. And head
Do you want to buy horses?
This is actually a good idea, Okabar.
To buy horses?
Is there a stable nearby we can get horses from, DM?
Aviary, can't you...
Came in pretty late and didn't look around too much.
All right.
Well, I mean, they said that people
look around.
I'm gonna go to Knife here and ask.
Yeah,
Okay.
people go from here to there all the time. Maybe they have like a
rental
wagon,
service, something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and exit out, and you walk into the main room. There are two people who are like face down on their tables. They look like they're sleeping. You do see a smaller dwarfish woman, kind of sitting in one corner, and she's kind of sipping her coffee, kind of watching everything that's happening around her. And in the far back corner, you see a creature that you've never seen before. That looks almost fish-like, almost reptilian, has bits of hair on him. A very, very strange-looking creature who eyeballs you as soon as you walk in and walk up to Nifir. Nifir is up there. He's again polishing the plates as he always. Oh, good. I hope the accommodations that we had you for the last evening were you found presentable. Yes.
Yes. They were lovely.
Very good. What can I do for you this morning?
Wait, DM, did I notice which one of us that dude was specifically eyeballing?
This is just Pragar who went out. I assume that the rest of y'all were still inside the room. So are you following
I was going
Pragar out?
to go to the roof. He was going to ask the dude for directions for his table. I was just going to go see if I could see one.
Okay. How are you exiting? Because there's the back door where you threw the guys out. There's also the front door that goes to the bar.
No, the front where we came in is fine.
Okay. So as you go out, you do see the small dwarven woman and the strange. Actually, you would know what it is. It is a Gith that is sitting, a Githyanki who is sitting over in the corner. He seems to be just kind of watching everybody walk by. He doesn't seem too aggressive. He seems more defensive.
Okay.
Githyanki, yeah.
That's what I am on Baldur's Gate.
You start flying. The top, again, 20 feet tall, so it's quite a ways up there. Prager, as you walk up, the knife ears is, he's having a conversation here. So good. I'm glad you found it good for the last evening. What can I do for you?
We are actually on our way to travel to the City of Leaves due to, obviously, Airborne not being a way to travel right now.
Are you going by foot?
Well, that's the question I actually have. What, do you have any kind of steeds or any kind of recommendations nearby that we could utilize?
3 days ration.
Oh, hello. Come on in. I can get that for you.
I'm
That's
gonna come in,
That's
yeah.
certainly not a problem, but as far as mounts to go, I do not believe that we have any to spare. You might try some of the merchants, but I don't think they'd be too willing to give up their oxen or their plow horses and such. We're typically a stop for airships. We don't have too many land goers, typically, unfortunately.
Why is that?
Well, I thought, weren't y'all supposed to be walking on the ground anyway as you mapped out the region? Isn't that what I was told?
Yes, we're going to walk. I'm just curious. You seem kind of taken back that we are walking. Is there a reason?
Well, no, it just seems strange. Most people are staying here until the airship ban is lifted, but if you could ask some of the traders, but I unfortunately do not carry a stable, and I don't know many people who would be willing to risk their mounts for just some gold.
That makes sense.
I'm sorry. Yes, I apologize.
Do you know anything about the journey from here? If we were to walk, is there any kind of...
Well, it's about a day to the forest. Then you hit the old roads, and well, not many people travel that way anymore if they can help it. If that makes sense.
Why is that?
Well, they're not as kept and not as traveled as they used to be, and well, they're quite dangerous, to be honest. Lots of creatures live in the deep woods. That's why it's called that, and fey creatures tend to spill over into this land from that region.
Really? Interesting.
I do.
You seem very interesting yourself.
Well, I am. I do own my own little inn in the middle of nowhere that has found its way onto many a map. My name is Nifia. I've lived here for several decades, almost 100 years now.
100 years, you don't say.
That's right. Me and my niece over here, her name is Feldspar. You've probably seen her running around a bit. We try to keep people supplied, and we listen to a good story every now and then. We love a good musician. It's an interesting living. It certainly is, that's for sure.
Well, we do appreciate the accommodations, and apologize for any trouble we may have, or one of us may have caused.
Well, no. Those three ruffians, they certainly deserved it, and a member of the Cazador is always welcome here. Certainly, their coin is always good. Shame what happened up there. I know he doesn't want it being leaked out and whatnot, but shame. Tell me, which way did you guys come from? Your little group of Eric Cochran.
Oh, I'm sorry. We actually are traveling originally from Delvafan.
From Delvafan, really? Did you go all the way around, or did you come up through the mountains and whatnot?
We actually came up a little bit through the mountains, kind of found our way through.
Scary business up there, though. I hear there's a dragon that lives up in that area. Scary stuff.
You don't say. Huh.
That's correct.
Can't say we were well acquainted. Well, again, I appreciate the accommodations, and we'll be on our way here shortly.
Did you happen to see any of the Sherpas that live up there? Any of the monks that live in that area of the world?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Oh, well, that's a shame. They sure speak very funny, but they're a good lot of people. I'm glad you made it through without having to have any interventions of whatnot. Anyway, if there's anything I can do, please let me know. But until then, the room is yours as long as you like.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
But of course, and if you have any extra coin to spend, don't feel afraid. There are lots of merchants here who are desperate for buyers, so their wares may be at a very good price.
Are the merchants just around the area?
Yes, they've kind of set up impromptu markets right out front. You'll see, you'll have your typical blacksmiths and your leather makers and things, but you also have a couple of more exotic people coming from Bougierd and coming from the City of Leaves, so it might be worth a look.
Interesting. All right. We'll check it out. Thank you.
But of course, I look forward to seeing you again. Farewell.
So I'll walk over to the group and just kind of...
Okay.
So it seems there's not a whole lot of mounts in the area that we will probably be able to acquire. However, there are some interesting merchants nearby that we could check out in the local market if we wanted to check before we leave.
Honestly, I think we're good on supplies, and we do need to get on our way, if you ask me. But especially with 3 days travel, or that's what Zuka said.
You think we have enough supplies? Are we good on healing potions and everything else?
I mean, you're the one handing out healing potions. Like
I gave out a couple minor ones, but I don't have anything more than.
He said the merchants that were here were like pretty big time. They're just stranded here. So what if they have cool shit?
Might be something we can look at.
I mean,
you did say there's some from Bouchier and some exotic merchants. There might be something.
We maybe pop in and see if they have anything special.
I mean, if y'all really sure, I guess.
Zuka, are you okay with this? Are you traveling with us, or are you going on your own? What is your plans?
Yeah, I find you guys worthy travel companions, and if it's okay with you, I would like to journey with you. I can lead you through the deep woods, since that is where I hail from, and I'm happy to guide you guys through that. On our journey to the City of Leaves, if that works for you.
The Deep Woods, that's that spooky Fey place, right?
Yes.
It seems like it was meant to be.
Fuck off,
yes,
function.
Yes, function. Never heard that voice. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna go out. Let's go out. I'm gonna go check out like the local market area. I guess. I don't know who's going. I guess
it's outside, so I just say we walk through on the way out and stop, ask them, say, "Hey, what have you got that's special?" And
so as you exit the inn, you see before you there's a lively marketplace. What did not exist last night is now occurring, and there are children running around. There are adults that are kind of shopping. Not a huge amount, but the amount that you see are interesting. You do see there's a leather worker who specializes in saddles and stirrups. Not a whole lot of business. You see a glass blower who specializes in like reading glasses. Not a lot of business. As you're making your way down these stalls and like looking in each of them, you do notice that there is a small gaggle of girls, of teenage girls, young adult girls, even small like little like 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds, whatever, kind of trailing the group. And every time you look back at them, they'll kind of turn and giggle a little bit. As you make your way kind of north a little bit, kind of disappointed at what the market has to offer, there's a large tent, and this tent has these huge rolling banners that go up and down. And on that they say, Turkic Blueford's... they say Blueford's Caravan of Exotics. And you can see on the inside there are viewing glasses, and there are bubbling potion mixtures, and there are several different items that are kind of interest. And as you look in there, you see the Gith that you saw this morning standing behind what is a makeshift counter amongst several different items of armor, of weapons, of whatnot. As he kind of catches your eye, he says, "Hey, come in here, come in here."
They just talking to me or who?
He's just waving at the group, just kind of.
Oh, okay. I'll walk in.
Okay. So as the group walks in, let me make sure this is the right one, real quick. You see this kind of weird-looking reptilian gith fellow. Again, Aviar, you've seen these. They do come from the Feywild. And they're a subservient race who typically tend to be very quiet. This one, however, is very flamboyant in his actions. He says, come in here, please. I know a good customer when I see one. Please come in here. Let me tell you, you sir, and he points at Aviar. You look like you need a good hat. Do you need a good hat? I have lots of hats.
What do you got?
I have hats, all kinds of hats. I have bowler hats, I have fedoras, I have all kinds of hats.
Yeah, I'll take a bowler hat. How much? You got specific designs? What?
Oh, I've got blue and I've got brown.
Anything special about them?
Well, no, they're hats. Are you looking for special or?
I just meant, like, are they enchanted or?
Oh, I see. I can see that you are all worthy adventurers, yeah?
Yes.
You could say so.
Oh, good. If you have a bit of coin to spend, I could probably show you my good stock. One moment. And he kind of... He's a little bit heavy set, and he shows some ass crack as he bends over and pulls out... And he puts this long, dark, kind of iron rod on the table. Have a domingo. So, this here, it's something special for you. It's called the Rod of the Pact Keeper. It's really good. It gives you more spell slots, eh? It's, Yeah. You can't be a wizard or anything like that. You have to be a warlock to use it. But you can regain a warlock spell slot as an action. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff. I just can't find any warlocks to really use it. It's a pity.
Don't even know any of this.
No, there's not a whole lot out there. That's true. So this one, well, okay, I'm getting there. It's from the deep crypts of Bujir, and it goes for 1,950 gold. Absolute lowest I can go. I'll tell you what.
The warlock, there are like almost no warlocks.
We'll put this to the side. Next.
You can put it further to the side. No one's gonna buy that. That's not what.
I'm thinking about it. I'll let you know about the rod, but continue on your wares.
What else do you have?
I'll look at Aviary and just look at him and be like, "You dumb fuck! Like, what the fuck are you doing?"
So that is it's a Rod of the Pact Keeper. It adds a bonus to spell attack rolls, saving throws, DCs of the warlock spells, and it also adds one spell slot that you can.
Yeah, that looks like a piece of shit. Get that out of here. What else do you got?
Oh. And he reaches over kind of behind Pregar's ear. It doesn't really get all the way. And you can see like there's a glisten from the back of his hands. And he pulls out a ring. It's just a pretty simple ring with a garnet on top. This here ring, it protects you from fire. It's saved my hide several times. Yeah. It's a ring of fire resistance. It 675 gold for this one.
675?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick sidebar with Talvern. Hey, wasn't that ring like 6,000 gold at the other place?
I don't know that, but you're the one that asked him about it.
I swear we went to, where was it? Somewhere in Delverfan or Gaines Grotto, and the dude was trying to sell you a ring, and it was way higher than that.
Yeah, probably. You know I don't pay attention.
Alright.
Don't you want
Now,
that staff for function?
Right.
Interesting trinket. What else do you have?
This one. This is my pride and joy. You get ready for this one. You ready? What's this? He pulls out like a simple like coat hanger. Like it's just a base with a long stick and two like rods that stick up. Watch this. He reaches down and kind of pulls out this sack and opens it up, and the whole time he's trying to do like all this hocus pocus, and it's really, really lame. He reaches in there. He pulls up this, and it looks like a floppy record, basically like from an old record player. He goes, "Watch this." He takes it, he goes, and he throws it against the pole, and you can see it wraps around the pole, and the pole disappears. He goes, "Huh?" And he puts his hand, and it goes right through where he put that. And then he takes it and peels it off, and then he puts his hand on the pole. He goes, "See this? It's a portable hole. You can make a hole out of anything. It's great. Escaping from cages, looking at doors. It's really, really good."
How big does the hole get?
Well, well, let me look it up. Hold on. There's a page I have to be on.
A 2-foot hole wouldn't be good.
And also, how much do you want for that?
Well, this one is a rare magic. It's very hard. This one is 1,500 gold pieces. 6 feet in diameter.
All of this guy's stuff is shit. We should just go. There's going to be way better stuff in the City of Leaves.
But no,
I'm sorry. Look, hey, no, more power to you, man. But we're going to the city of fucking. We're not going to spend all this money on this crap.
This is.
All 3 of those things aren't worth what you told me you would charge me for that fucking warlock rod.
I got one more, and he kind of opens up a fan and goes, shakes a fan, and you can see it makes a gust of wind kind of come out. I've got that. I've got this. He takes a little jar of oil and like puts it on a pin. It cuts his finger. Ow! It's good stuff.
So anyway, let's get out of here. He's not going to give us a fair deal. This shit is not worth exactly.
That's what I bought it for.
Will you take trades?
Maybe. What you have?
Well, I've got this amazing magic scroll, and it's a scroll. It's just a spell scroll of Fireball, 3rd level.
I don't really deal with many books and scrolls.
All right, I roll it back up and I walk out.
Okay, but okay. So you walk out, take off. Okay. Is there anything else anybody else is looking for at this point?
I'd like to poke back into that store.
Okay. Oh, he's putting stuff up. He goes, "Oh, I knew he had a smart one amongst all those. What can I do for you?"
How big did you say that hole was?
Well, it unfolds into a circular sheet 6 feet in diameter.
How many times can it be used?
Indefinitely.
Wow.
Now, it's only 10 feet deep. You have to know that.
Dude.
What happens if I put it on a wall?
Watch these. Then it kind of turns, and there's a tent flapping. It flops, and there's a complete hole where you could easily step through the canvas hole.
I will message Xanthar as we left. I'll message Xanthar and say, see if you can get the stick and the rod and the hole for 1,000 after we've all left.
Interesting. So you had this, you had the stick, you had something else. Was it a ring of fire resistance or some bullshit?
Yeah, that's right. I have that. I have a portable hole. I have the oil of sharpness. I have this wind fan. And I have the wand of secrets.
How much did you want for them again?
Well, which one?
Let's start with the hole.
Hole is 1,500 gold. Non-negotiable.
Well, that's too much for a fucking hole. But I'll trade you a hole for a hole. I'll pull out 3 Gazer shards.
Oh my god.
Oh shit!
Damn, I
Okay.
should have thought of that.
So as he looks at it, his eyes go wide. Make a persuasion check.
I'm so glad I wasn't the
I
first.
should have offered him the 100,000 gold worth of dinner resin I had in my backpack.
Oh shit. We just pawned it off.
Work more where we're going.
Oof.
He goes, "So are you trying to get me arrested? Put that shit away. We don't deal with this. This is a completely legit and upstanding business. Do not pull that shit out again."
Do it again.
Well, if that's not to your taste, I might have something else that is. That's maybe a little bit less questionable.
What could this be?
Well, let's see here.
All hands and the magical gnome dick punch box.
You've actually left Pragar. This is just Xanthar in the building right now.
I thought I was still in there. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, everybody said they left, and he said he came back specifically.
I never said that. Oh, okay.
Well,
Well, I've got some interesting things here. Do you are you intrigued by mystical, magical beasts?
I like mystical. I like magical. What do you got?
I've got 3 mimic teeth. I'm told that you can use them to transform an item into another item by stabbing it.
I have not heard this.
It's the truth.
Well, prove it. Here. He takes out a quill and sets it on the table. Transform the quill into something else.
Perfect. I stab him in the throat with the teeth.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. No. No.
We're going to go ahead and end the session there.
Oh my god. No.
Oh Christ.
What the fuck?
These poor shopkeepers.
Zuka, this is
pepper,
not
now
the first
two in there.
shopkeeper that they've killed.
Although
Okay,
the
so
person we tried to kill.
some of you tried to kill and failed. Some of you
It's not
have
the person
killed.
we attempted to kill.
No, and some of them you didn't attempt to kill, and you did. So, Zuka, there is, God almighty, fucking Zan. Unfortunately, we're going to have to ask you back to play this crazy game. Sorry
Dude,
it took so
awesome
long to get
character.
to you. Yeah, sorry it took so long. They were debating religion at the first fucking half of this game.
Oh my god.
But thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. It was fun, guys.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on.
Religion talk.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. It's always exciting to have a new face.
Yes.
Yeah.
it was fun.
Yeah, man. It's fun. You guys are a fun group.
Next Monday, if you're available.
Sure.
Cool.
Hey, Calvin, just so we are clear,
Going first.
the curse that you lifted, do you remember anything about that? Do you understand what that's referring to?
Yes. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
What was that shop owner's name, God?
Turkett Blueford.
Thank you.
Turkey Blueford.
I mean,
You good.
like, Zan is like king of like cliffhangers, right?
Hey,
Yep.
Zan,
Oh,
you
really? Every
didn't
time
whisper that, by the way.
it's Zan with the
Yeah,
cliffhanger.
mine did the same thing. You didn't whisper. Hold on, let me clear the chat real quick because we'll talk about this later on.
Don't.
guys still- Y'all see the chat still?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, go fucking clear your chats, you bastards.
How do you do
Don't
that?
read that.
How do you clear your chat?
These aren't fun anyway. Who cares?
Go at Sprocket and then just clear current chat logos right there.
Clear current Jane game chat. Yeah, okay, cool.
You're the Jedi mind next one to work on me.
Cool.
God damn
Okay,
it.
there.
You
I'm a
watched it.
barbarian.
You watched it already, didn't you?
Hey.
It's the best thing.
I guess so. But yeah, we'll carry this on next Monday. You attack the fucking shopkeeper, Zan.
It's gonna
None
turn
of us-
into something
He's probably gonna
different.
disappear right after.
None of us are there.
You attack the shopkeeper of a magical artifact. Okay.
Yeah, the guy that could have supplied us
Hold
with
on.
artifacts.
By himself, no less.
Yeah.
That you know of.
No, I mean Zan's by himself.
Oh yeah, Zan's by himself. You
Zan's
guys
by
are
himself.
outside.
We're all outside. We have no idea
Yeah.
what the fuck's going on.
There are people everywhere in this little market space.
Oh my god.
It's gonna go well.
What sort of damage does Mimic Teeth do? You're like, roll 1d3.
100.
Roll a die so small it doesn't exist.
Just go in there and just roll for impromptu weapon damage, and that's what you're gonna fucking roll with.
You roll a d100. On the off chance you get 100, it just turns them into a mimic.